How is everyone doing today? Today has been absolutely insane. Can you guys all hear me? Let me make sure we're good. Yes, we're good. Okay. So I am so excited. It is true. We have the legend herself here, CJ.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Back in the game. Happy New
Yes.
Year. Happy New Year to everybody. I know
Everyone's
you're
been
like, it's
asking
been
about you,
years.
CJ.
Yeah, well, I celebrate the liturgical calendar, so we celebrate all the way to like January 6th for Christmas. And then I just like real life was just getting, just all the stuff when you're on vacation that you didn't take care of that you have to come back home and take care of. So I had a little hiatus there, but I mean, this is a grand welcoming here with all this. Like, I mean, we got some good stuff. I
This
can't.
has been absolutely crazy. And I mean, today has been insane busy, like for me, for like with real life stuff. And in between, CJ and I have been on the phone, literally reading like parts of these as they come in. And then like I have to give you your flowers though, girl, because CJ has been on this since the very, very, very beginning. And she was calling out Liz Plank since the very, very beginning. And now I just everything is kind of like everything that we've kind of been saying is like now being validated almost like we have confirmation. And anyway, should we just get into the slides?
We should.
That's my favorite, partners in true crime. I've missed you.
I said I wasn't coming, and we limited it to this. I was like, she's like, "Are you gonna come back if David gets indicted?" I was like, "I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I go back to the true crime."
Yeah.
Thank you for all the well wishes in the comments, y'all. I was like, "Why is there no comments?" I had it under private chat, and so I'm only seeing all the comments. Thank you for all the kind comments.
Well, like this is what I told CJ because when this morning when everything first dropped, like right away, I think when the first things we read was like when what Isabella was like lying about Baldoni and saying these horrible things, and right away, CJ and I we were both like, "What the f?" Blah blah, it like totally racked up like our nervous system. We're just like, okay, we need to calm down because this is really a good thing. Like sunlight is the best disinfectant, and like as annoying and frustrating as it might be reading some of this stuff at least now it is being exposed. And so just we want to just, let everyone know if you need to grab your calming tea or your wine or whatever you need to get. And like, cause we're going to, some of this at first, honestly, was infuriating, right, CJ?
Mhm. Yeah, it was the joke, the calming tea because, I told her, I was like, "I got my stress relief tea before I open up anything because I already know it's gonna make me mad." So, that's why we added this slide because 'cause we're like, "Go get your chamomile, anything that's gonna help you relax because it really does boil your blood because, like, why are we here? And I think we're gonna get into some slides with, LGA and NAG's opinions on all this. And I loved how NAG is just like, if we had this in the very beginning, the whole story would be totally different. So we'll
Exactly.
get into all that and why all this is important for it. I mean, it's coming out a little too late, but I mean, this is why it's important for the public to have transparency because imagine if all this was sealed. All this is the stuff that was supposed to be sealed. So imagine if we weren't privy to it, what the story, what the headlines would continue to be. So this is not even Wayfair's stuff. It's just Ezra's, right? Because Wayfair's hasn't dropped yet. And it's already making her look bad. Her own evidence, once again. That's why people were saying that do her lawyers hate her.
Yeah, exactly. And it was so funny because yeah, I think I passed Kenny said, yeah, she has been pissed all day because oh, here it was. She's furious all day. So like my first text to I think it was a text or when I called you. Oh, no. So I was at the courthouse this morning because you know how I'm trying to save the land. So I was like at a hearing when this like all came out and I was like, and you can't use your phones in there. And then like whatever, I get out and I'm voice texting CJ on my way home and I'm just like, Isabella's a effing monster. and and um trying to download things. And then it was so funny. CJ's like, hey, can you send them to me? I was like, girl, it's 300 exhibits.
I know I was
Um,
at the library and I was like, oh my God. I was like, I had just gotten to the library. I was like, okay, I'm just going to pick up a couple books and then just go. Cause I was like, there's no way that I can miss this. And, yeah, the PGA letter is crazy. That's the first thing we're getting into, right? Is the
yeah,
PGA
because
letter?
that's honestly, it's like it is one of the most like Delulu things I think I've ever read in my life. CJ was reading it to me. I was trying to running around doing something with these like workers here. And wait, so someone said you have two screens up because your two faves. Who are the two faves? Well, we tried to schedule this so that we like when no one else was going on. So hopefully that's okay. But Isabella, you know why Isabella? Because the end of your PGA letter, it is going to be crazy. So let's bring up that PGA. Let me get to it. Hold on.
And I just, if you guys follow me on X, go on my X account, and I just literally reposted all the receipts that we had because we knew that this PGA letter was the takeover. It was I believe Sonnet Crafty over on TikTok that clocked it in the very, very beginning. DFJ and CJ watched Nag's video about her PGA letter. Yeah, we're gonna pull up what she had to say about it, Ludwig.
Okay, cool.
But dang, I already lost track of
No, you said that someone had clocked in the beginning.
Yeah, so Sonnet Crafty had clocked that they had paired up, and this is way back in January. So you guys can see how like citizens were clocking this literally weeks after when the lawsuit info thing dropped, how the PGA letter like the things that you needed to get, that like hiring and firing, being a part of the location scouting, all that stuff, how it all pertained to how she took over the movie. Like, so she'd basically set up these like be disgruntled about something to basically set up a chance for her to be able to check mark something off the PGA letter. So if you guys follow me on X, I literally went through everything and reposted what citizens were talking about way back in January and how they're now validated through this letter here.
Yeah, it's absolutely like, it's insane. And that's not even all of it because, we'll get there when we get to Liz Plank because I have to literally, CJ clocked it on Liz Plank the other day. I don't even know what we were reading. Was it yesterday?
I was rereading because I went back and reread the redacted versions of Blake Lively's MSJ opposition. And I was like, wait, Liz Plank is here. And I was like, I had been saying for the longest that it was kind of like a takeover between like Alex and Liz and Blake, because they all kind of knew each other prior to all this. And so I was like, I bet you anything, like Liz was up in her ear or something. Like it was like somebody was whispering to somebody. Yeah. And I remember DFJ, you're like, send me a chart. Because I was trying to meet everybody. Like, and I had to draw it all out. And I was like, I think Liz told Blake, oh, he's creepy. So then Blake's looking at him through the lens of him being creepy. Then Blake tells Alex he's creepy, right? It was Jenny. Blake tells Jenny, then Jenny tells Alex, then Alex tells Christy that he's creepy, then Christy tells Colleen that he's creepy, and then Colleen tells Isabella. So I don't know if this actually happened, obviously, allegedly, in our opinion, but that's the way I saw it based on all the receipts of like how people started to see him through a creepy lens. So then everything he did, which is just normal stuff, like with Isabella, which we'll get into, but stuff that was in the book, but they saw it through a creepy lens and it all started from a whisper game of Liz Plank. So yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna pull this up because you guys know how Jamie Heath went in the deposition when he told Stephanie Jones' lawyer Shaw, he's like, because she was like saying all these things about like Greenstein and the Daily Mail and Leslie Sloan, and he's like, I'm not following your map. He's like, I need you to tell me your map again or something. So that's what I told CJ. I was like, I need your map. Oh, here it is. Wait, I was going to show them this because I thought it was so funny. This was CJ was like,
I was like, Blake, it should say then Blake, not blame, but then Blake skewed Jenny's perspective, then Jenny skewed Alex, and Alex skewed Christy, and then she's like,
I was like, I need your map.
That was my map. Liz, Blake, Jenny, Alex, Christy. Because I remember Colleen is the one who said, or there was like an interview where Colleen's the one who invited Isabel or wanted Isabel to be at the whatchamacallit. So I was like, that's when, but who knows? Because Isabel could have gotten corrupted way earlier because we found a video that she was there June 9th on set. And based on what dropped today with her testimony, it seems like Blake was the one who skewed her.
Yeah, it is just wild. So okay, so
she podcasted with him for 4 years. Yet that's why I was like, did they film all 4 years of podcasting, or maybe it was only 2 years of podcasting, but did they film all those in one chunk? Because she says, it came out that Liz Plank says, I had the worst. Oh, that's the one we didn't add. We should add the Ryan Reynolds. Let me see if I can find it. It's a text
Which
between
one?
Ryan Reynolds and Liz Plank. I think
And
it's
Liz
on my
Plank?
text.
Oh, wait, I think I have that on here.
Do you
Check
have
it.
that one?
I don't know. I thought I did.
Let me see.
Oh, I might not have put it actually on the slide. You're right.
It's on my X, so let me I'll send you the link, or if you can just pull up the link or whatever.
Yeah,
But
hold on. I'll put it on let me just
you might have to scroll down though, because I literally started reposting like we
do you
clocked
want me to
this
put
lady
it
with
where do you
PGA
want me to put it? After the
after
before the
PGA
title
Letter.
themes? Okay, here. I'm just gonna stick it in right here. Because I
Yeah,
had that. Yeah, I have it. Hold on one second.
when Liz Plank says, she says something like it was the worst day of my life on set, and I'm like, but girl, what do you mean? Did y'all just film it all once, like one day, and that was the worst day of your life, or did you just keep going back and you film with him for 2? Like, it didn't make no sense why she said that. So I don't know why she would call it the worst day unless they just only filmed the podcast in one day.
Here, I pulled it up.
And you could tell she doesn't like him. If you guys watch the podcast, she's
This
constantly
one?
rolling
This
her
one?
eyes or going like, when he says stuff. Like, you could tell watching the podcast that she was already.
CJ, this one?
Let me see. Oh, hold on. Sorry. I was trying to find it. Yeah, that one. Okay. So you see it says, I'm sorry. Ryan working on his set was truly one of the worst days of my life, but it's survivable and I'll help. Call me anytime tomorrow. So was she already having problems with him and then she just continued to have problems with him and stack up stuff for 2 years? Like, I don't get that. It's like, if somebody's making you feel a certain way, either go get another job or like don't stack up accusations against him. I don't know. It just doesn't make no sense. And here Ryan Reynolds is talking about because this is right when I read it, I clocked it because I know my dates, and I was like 4/12. That was the same day as the rooftop scene. So the same day
Yeah.
that they had that meeting with Taylor Swift and everything. So
Yeah.
that evening, 6:28 p.m., after he leaves or whatever, or maybe even while he was still there, because it does say that it lasted into the evening. I'm a little baffled by Mr. Baldoni. I would love any guidance at some point.
Well, this
And
is
she's like,
GMT time. So what does that mean?
oh, in GMT, I don't know. Was it?
So we have to change that.
She goes, rats. I try to warn Blake on the red flags, but the thing is like, what red flags? Like, Liz needs to say it with her whole chest. If she wasn't even deposed or anything that I know of. And I don't think she was in the. Remember, we were supposed to check, and I never checked if she was in the
if she had been.
Let me go see.
Yeah, I don't think she was. I don't know. I don't think she got deposed. But
pending depositions. Let me see. I'm looking on docket updates, y'all. Nope, she's not on there.
And
so I don't
know. Go ahead.
I don't think that that Liz Plank, like, we're gonna get her story. Like, either say it with your whole chest. What was wrong with him?
Yep.
What were the red flags? And I bet you it'd be something minuscule, because I bet you anything, just like with Claire, just like with Colleen, she probably wanted to take over the Man Enough podcast and wasn't getting enough authorship. Was Liz Plank on It Ends With Us set is what I got from it. No, she never went on set. Remember, there's a text message where she's inviting her, like, it's an HR nightmare, but she's like, I was going to invite you tomorrow, but it's an HR nightmare. Liz Plank had to have been deposed, but she's not in the the depositions list, I don't think. Let me just double check again.
This one says, new Taylor Swift was in it ever since JB said her name when discussing Isabel Ferrer. We're going to get to that. We have that one also pulled up.
Okay, so let's go through. Oh, yeah, Liz Plank is there. Okay, so she just wasn't in the deposition list that we know of yet, but she is on both of their lists. So we don't know if she got. So she is under the amended initial disclosures.
I don't even think like people understand like how insane it's been. And literally, like, I have a huge thing tomorrow morning, like, and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to like do that. And then I was like getting in like bits of this. And then like CJ and I were on the phone reading each other parts of it. Like, it was like, we're like, this is like our Super Bowl. Can everyone just like everything stop so that we can get through it? Because there's so much. And this was Blake's side. Wait until, and
they haven't even gotten. Yeah.
They put it out first, I think, because they know they had to get ahead of it with PR because they know if when the whatever Wayfair has becomes unsealed and uploaded, it's gonna be bad for them. Like this, her own stuff is bad for her.
So let's get into the PGA letter.
Okay, I have it. Hold on one second.
Do all the slides and stuff. But yeah, this listing stuff was crazy. And I was like, oh my God, April 12th. Like that's when you know you've been deep diving, when you recognize dates. Like,
Yeah, that's so true. And
so do you want to read it or do you want me to read it?
we can switch off. We can switch
Okay,
off if you want.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let me get to. Okay, so okay, this is Blake Lively, you guys. And hold on, I don't know if anyone's like already read or had any creators have read this, but hey, it's not letting me highlight. Oh, because I have to open it a different way. Hold on one second. Let me go back really quick. What exhibit was that? Now I just lost it. 163. Yeah, okay. See it. Oh, because it's a weird format, so it's not gonna let me highlight. She uploaded this in a weird format. Crazy. Okay, well, we're just gonna read it. Dear producer, and when was this? This was on June 25th, 2024. And it's time sensitive. Dear Producers Guild of America, I'm writing you with meaningful urgency and also respect. I'm sorry, but I'm asking for your attention to this in a crunched time period. I'm positive you have matters much more significant than this, but I bear my heart to you, asking for you to take a look at my note, as this film and my work in it off camera means more to me than anything I've done in my 20-year career. There's been a recent update change with regard to my official role in the upcoming film It Ends With Us, releasing August 9th. Just a few days ago, I was officially granted the title of producer after a year and a half of asking and working tirelessly to prove the validity of that title. I produced every moment of this film, from pre-production through production into post, and now into marketing and worldwide release. Hey, I have a question. Does that mean the birth scene that she was posting photos of? Anyways, I'll keep going. I'm grateful that the contrast has now been revised to reflect the immense work that I put in. I'm writing to ask for the great honor of receiving the PGA tag. I don't take that lightly. In our household, that's the highest honor in film. So I understand the gravity of the ask. I also understand the absurdity of asking this late. Without the official title of producer, my hands were tied. I couldn't apply when I wanted to. No crew would tick me in the box of producers who should receive the tag when polled. I am pleading now because I'm confident with all my soul that if you saw what I did on this film, you would agree that this mark is without question deserved. I'll lay out how we got here below because I appreciate that this isn't the way the process usually works. Do you want to go? You want to read?
You granted the PGA tag to two producers, Alex Sachs and Jamie Heath, on April 18th. I'm in full support of their tags. My understanding is that they are both in support of mine. I have a note from Alex attached below, along with 16 other department heads and Jamie. If asked, I'm sure would confirm the work I did. So side note, that this was written on the 25th, and that is at the same time, the same day that if you go to the lawsuit info website, that was the same day that Jamie Heath reached out to her and was like, hey, I know we're like in a tough time right now. Your requests of the PGA letter amidst all this stuff. It says, like, we need to find a path through this. Can we get on a call, whatever? And she refused to get on a call with him. And then once, or like reply or anything. And then once I guess he wrote the letter, then she was like, thank you, Jamie. I appreciate you both acknowledging my work. Please send the letters to me, and I'll pass along to the PGA. I'll let them know your letters are incoming. So keep that in mind, that all this, what's the time on that? Because this is 12:20 p.m.
Well, wait, 12:20. This is
Go all the
12:20.
way up to what time she wrote this?
Oh yeah, hold on one second. Okay.
She wrote
okay, so
3:11
a.m.
So that was at the start of the day. So she wrote this before Jamie Heath probably reached out to her, because if you go to lawsuit info, this was at 12:20 p.m. in the afternoon.
She did this at 3 in the morning.
It sounds like a manic text. So let's continue.
It does. It sounds absolutely insane. Sorry, where were you?
So much has changed since they filed for their tag. The most significant being that the cut of the film that was selected to be released is my cut, which I'll lay out in more detail later. But I imagine you appreciate the gravity of that advancement alone since April 18th. As to not get too bogged down in more of the why now details, I'll focus on the facts of the work I did in each stage of production, bulleted out below. I apologize for how dense it is, but it's important for me to lay out all I've done when asking for such a significant consideration from you all at the PGA. And I'm changing the font to make the read as easy as possible. Because then, okay, scroll down or like see if you can make it smaller so you can see all that she ends up writing.
Oh
Development.
yeah.
Look at her big laundry list. Like, you guys know that meme. I'm sure we're probably not going to get through it all because it's a long letter.
Well, it's 4 pages. Well, it's almost like 5 pages. But then we have like Alex Sachs, her letter.
I don't know
then,
if you want to read all of it or if you just
no,
want to
we
like
won't read all
little.
these. Don't worry. And then Tobias, whoever that is, director of photography. Then we have Chris Sargent,
Which was the
then
first
we
lady
have
who was replaced. Or not
Andrea,
replaced. He's the one who replaced the woman who
the
here
girl.
she disparages. Yeah, go back up. She disparages this woman. What is her name? Judy Bloom. Because let me look up what movies. Because I remember we sleuthed this.
She
And
takes credit
she
for
said like
firing
she
her.
doesn't. Yeah. Hold on, Judy Bloom, assistant director, because I want to see what movies she worked on. Because she was trying to make it seem like, oh, she's only ever done TV to Alex. And oh, it's Julie Bloom. I don't know why I said Judy Bloom. Sorry.
You're thinking of the author, Judy
He
Bloom.
did Men in Black. She's done like big movies. Men in Black 2. She did The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. She did like big movies. She wasn't just doing TV like she said. Oh, and then get this. Julie Blooms ends up doing the TV show that Jenny Slate does, which is Dying for Sex. So she was good enough for Jenny Slate's show, but she wasn't good enough for It Ends With Us. Because where's the part where she disparages her? It's like, I fired Julie Bloom.
No, that's part of her. Yeah, it's down here. It says I went. It's a bit like right here. I'll show you. I can't highlight because of whatever format this is in.
I went through hundreds of casting tapes to help find the rest of the cast. No, that's Jenny Bloom. We're talking about the AD when she fires the first AD.
Oh,
where is
we'll
it?
get there. We'll get there.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, read it.
So wait. So did you? But wait, hold on.
Yeah,
You said
I finished reading. We're on development. Yeah.
So you finished this part? Oh yeah, because you'll change the font to make it. Okay, development pre-production. But wait, before we read it, though, I just want to tell everyone this is how CJ and I have been doing this all day. It's like literally almost like every other sentence we read because we were reading this together, and then she's like, okay, we have to stop. We have to look up. Like I already even had this pulled up while you were reading. Look, here's the timeline for the PGA the whole PGA thing. Because you said what date?
The 25th is when he go
yeah.
down.
Oh, go down more.
So this is as it's going. This is when she's trying to act. She needed the marketing because she needed to take that off of the thing. So that's why she had to take over go up a little bit. Oh no, you're down. You're right. It's down. It's after all this conversation.
Okay.
And then it should be coming up right here. Yeah, there it is, right there. While contemplating the PGA letter and fearing that Lively was capable of, Heath reaches out to Lively via text in order to humanize the situation. It had been months since Lively had spoken to Baldoni or Heath directly, and she insisted at each turn that she needed an intermediary. This time was no different as she refused to get on the call. Heath, feeling that she was unwilling to hear them out, then just conceded and agreed to write the letter. Because remember, she refused to promote. But if you guys end up having a chance to go back and rereading this lawsuit info site, of what led like that month of June, what led up to it, or you guys can go on my X because I reposted. We had already clocked her that this was going to be significant, the June stuff. Like, okay, she, I have like the June timeline there that shows how she tried to match up everything to get the PGA mark before it was too late.
Where, I'm just going to put your whole X. I'm just going to put your whole X in. So this is CJ's X. Make sure you oh look, Rose Wild, how are you? Yeah, I mean this is absolutely it's just absolutely it's just insane. I was saying that this letter reminds me, I feel like we're in a psychological thriller. Like this is like some deranged.
It has to be a movie. It has to be a movie because and it's gotta be called like what is it, subversion or something, like when somebody tries to take over something, like because that's what it was like all these women collided together to like take over something that wasn't there because they felt like they could do it better. It reminds me of like PTA moms when they like join the PTA and then want like Like everybody's kind of like bickering with each other because everyone's like, I can do it. Like,
Yeah, but this is like
whatever.
beyond PTA
Like,
moms. This
like
is
on Bad Moms. Like that's what it reminded me of was Bad Moms.
oh, okay. So this one, Kay Bella says, I've heard there's a petition to remove Blake's PGA credit, but I'm honestly not sure. So I know someone like really like deep in the industry, and I actually asked, and he's like, I highly doubt that it will get removed. But that's like because in his like many, many, many years, he just said he's never seen that. Okay, so wait, ooh, I need to pull this up. Look, we got his super chat. Shano knows. Thank you. Get to the part where she alludes to the fact that she was in charge of HR. It's under production bullet points. Okay, we're getting there.
You should
She
be,
should be
yeah,
suing
that part.
herself.
Okay, I led the location shift from Boston to New Jersey and helped to solve all cost and schedule logistics associated. Okay, so first of all, that was one of the things she had to scouting, but obviously she joined after they had already location scouted and we're going to do it in Jersey, right?
Yeah,
And so
and
then
also
that's why
thank you
she
so much.
says,
Thank you so much, Shanona. CJ and I are splitting all the super chats for this stream. So we really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So also, yeah, along that line though, this is how CJ and I have been doing this all day, like literally every line, and then we have to go look it up because everything is like it's just so this is like bear with us because that's how we're presenting it to you guys because we're literally putting all the puzzle pieces together. So sorry, CJ, keep going. You're doing great.
I personally called and or wrote emails to crew and put forth names for department head roles, including hair, makeup, director, photographer, costume design, transportation, security, camera operators, etc. I identified and onboarded freelance team members for the cast members, not just myself, to help achieve the goals for the screen, including a fitness trainer, who was the spy,
Oh my God.
nutritious. Shout out to Danny Saldino, wherever you are, Don
But see,
Saldino,
so
trying to
she
make up.
recruited him. She recruited him because then in her declaration, which we read today, she said that uh that Baldoni contacted the trainer behind her back. But now she's saying she's admitting she set them up.
And wait, oh, because she's putting all her people um in place. That's why I'm like, the movie has to be called Submersion. Obviously, this is all for entertainment purposes, okay? But it's like it's a complete takeover because look, she's admitting that she literally surrounded Baldoni with all of her people. Like it says, what spray tanner, meal prep services, nutritionist. It was the Blake Lively show. It was all her people
Mhm.
like come on board. And she tries to spin it as like, oh, I try to help my friends and family out. But it wasn't even like that. It was she needed her people to like be around her or whatever. And with this many people around her, how was she like, like I thought that it was all like these Baha'i or whatever people, and she felt that they were like culty. But now we're seeing that like all the people that were here were her people. She brought them on board. Camera operators, makeup, like everybody she brought on board.
Yeah, and really like this says it's scary. Justin literally was attacked by everyone because they were undercover Blake trolls. And and that's why I told CJ, I was like, it's like it is crazy the amount of psychoticness that like he was surrounded by, but thank God it's all being exposed. Like it sucks. Everything happens for a reason, but like if they didn't have the means to expose this, can you imagine that? And that's what I was telling you. I was like, this I don't think that this is her first time doing something like this. I don't think so. And I think, thank goodness, all these terrible people now, thanks to Wayfair, thanks to Steve Sarowitz for putting like up the money for this, like not to just like roll over, like they're exposing it and they are preventing this from happening to other people now because now you have no excuse if you hire one of these people.
Yeah.
Like you have no excuse. Like what you get is like that's what you get. Like now it's all out there. So
So she goes, I reviewed and reshaped the creative of the production design for all key locations, for all characters. Also made changes to use existing elements of locations to save costs. I called in favors with fashion contacts to get items loaned, discounted, or gifted to save costume design costs, which we know she ballooned the wardrobe. So I don't know what that's about because we have text
yeah,
messages from the actual
I
saying
want to
that, hey,
see,
we went
can
over
I see
budget.
those savings? Because it was 16 days that she spent like $500,000 on, and then she has interviews saying she lent all her clothes and Ryan's clothes and her
Well, I saw
friends'
people
clothes.
that said that she was reimbursed for the stuff that she lent. Like if you loan the
Exactly.
clothes,
So where did she save the money?
I don't know. I reviewed and reshaped the creative of the prop and floral design for the key film element of the film. The protagonist is a florist. So basically, in the book, the florist shop is like more emo. like it's more like dark colors, and like that's what is described in the book. And then she like they already had the set all the way put together, and then she goes in and is like, oh no, this isn't like good enough, and then she re-changed it and made it whatever it was. So a lot of fans were like, what do you mean it's not Lily Bloom's, like it's not how it's described in the book? And I get it, it's an adaptation, it doesn't have to be exactly, but anyways, that's a side note, little tea there that we dig, some of the sleuths dug up or whatever. I did outreach to all the florists all over Instagram, and this is where DFJ is like, outreach, what, you tag them? Like helping with the marketing activation to feature a florist in the film and connected the best names with production. I went through hundreds of casting tapes to help find the rest of the cast, including our stars Atlas, young Lily, young Atlas, and Jenny Bloom. Oh, when she talks about Brendan Sklenar is so crazy. I rewrote the script to improve the role of Jenny Bloom after 3 actresses turned it down. So she's saying that's why she rewrote the script. But we have the text messages in the timeline where she's saying she's given a different reason for wanting to rewrite the script or whatever. I personally identified and put forth Amy Morton to play Jenny Bloom after the rewrite of Jenny Bloom was implemented. Amy accepted our offer. So she's basically saying like she saved the whole film. I worked alongside my agents as well as other talent agencies to put forth names for Atlas, sending links to their work and in many cases reaching out to their teams directly to get interest and availability. And this is the part where I was gagged. I screen tested with all options for Atlas. When we struck out with those actors, we offered the role to our original choice, Brandon Sklenar, who then turned it down. So I had my team get involved in convincing him to do it. I wrote him a personal letter as well. He accepted the role. So of course, she was his pie from the very beginning. Now it all makes sense. See, I was like, when did Brandon get corrupted? Because Justin at one point says that he had a bromance with him for 1.5 years, and then it went out the door. So that's why I still want to know the Brandon timeline. We don't know too much about the Brandon Sklenar timeline, but this makes sense why she was his pie. And I don't know why he
and
probably
you're trying to figure out the Colleen and Brandon timeline as well, because it sounds like they somehow knew each other before
because
the
she
book
called
thing.
him right after the dinner.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm telling you guys, like, this is like, like CJ, like the way that we've been reading this is just insane. It's absolute insanity. Like, I'm surprised we don't have one of those things on the wall, you know, that GIF with the, you know, the what is it, Sunny in Philadelphia, with all the lines and the yarn and the, because
the Charlie Day.
I feel like that's
Charlie
where
Day
we're at
conspiracy
right
board.
now. It's insanity.
Yeah, and I've seen like a lot of new creators. Shout out to all the new creators that are coming out. I've seen a lot
Look
of
at
new
this one. Colleen's casting couch.
for sure. Colleen's casting couch. Probably. No, Blake's probably, because like where's Penny? She's saying he's got a case for SH if she's straight SH Brandon. That kid has a case if he ever chose to. That's what
Well,
Kenny
also,
said.
wasn't she doing all these like weird castings like in their house? Didn't we learn that from that article? Like that Ryan Reynolds was like doing the castings in the penthouse.
Yeah.
Remember that article, that weird article that you sent me?
Oh yeah, that one that what was it? Emoniva Dykes or whatever.
Yes, and it was the guy from Stranger Things.
That he did. He casted him at his penthouse. Okay, it says I gave the director reference for all the characters, dialogues, and visuals. I zoomed with every cast member to get their notes and ideas. I then did significant rewrites of the script to incorporate all the notes of the cast, studio, distributor, author, director, and myself, since our writer was not available at that time because she was on another job. Christy Hall, that's the writer, but she's taking credit when it was Ryan. So you wrote this PGA credit. I mean, this PGA letter. She should get it taken away just based on lying.
You know,
I did the rewrites of the script when it wasn't even her. It was Ryan.
Yeah, and she's on camera saying that it was Ryan. So like, where was she lying? You know, one of these, she's obviously lying. And also, you know, like I felt bad, but there's so many people that did like the Excel sheets and, you know, putting out the links for like all the exhibits. I told you, didn't I tell you, CJ? I was like, it's going to be a new filing. We're going to have everything whenever it comes out. But the people who made the Excel sheets, like, if that's really your thing, you should do an Excel sheet on this PGA letter and like every line and then the exact evidence from Lively, like contradicting it, because it is so batshit crazy. Sorry, I swore my own stream.
Well, somebody in the very beginning, I have to find that link. I think it was somewhere on X. Somebody did, and I think it was Sonnet Crafty who did the long form, or maybe she just talked about it, but somebody did put her first amended complaint side by side with the PGA letter, like the requirements, and then like started to match them up.
Yeah, I've
So, yeah,
seen
we should
that,
do
but
a new one.
I want to do it with this, with her
Yeah,
own
each
words,
line of
and
this with her own words.
contradict her own words. And also, look at this comment. This is totally up your alley because you've already done a whole thing on this. Look into how she
Mhm.
got rhythm, whatever film. She's really terrible. You said that same thing.
Yeah, if you guys go on my X and you type in rhythm section, I sleuthed out the whole thing. You guys can get the whole story of how she approached Reed Moreno. And Reed Moreno was like, no, I don't really want to, whatever. And then she's like, oh, come on, me and you can, like, basically saying in so many words, and I'm paraphrasing here, but like we can go manipulate the Broccoli's, or what are they called? It's the production team that had the rights to it. Like we can take, so she basically was like, if you come on as director, kind of like using Reed Moreno to get the directors on board or whatever. And it was a shit show. It ended up being Reed Moreno and Blake against the distributors and for the final cut. And then they decided to go with another cut, which I guess didn't do as well. So maybe she can always argue that, they didn't go with her cut and that's why it didn't do well. But I think,
Oh, here, wait, I have it. I have it. Wait.
Just like the best of the best. So I'd always wanted to work with Barbara for that reason. So I read the script and loved it, obviously. And then I begged Barbara to meet me, and I called Reed and I was like, listen, I know you're doing another movie and I'm supposed to be doing another movie. Let's be honest, neither one of us want to be in those relationships. So let's do this movie instead. If Barbara's willing to hire us both, would you want to go in together and say, like, look at this, you got both of us? And she was like, yes, I would love to make this movie with you. So she met Barbara that weekend. I met Barbara that weekend. And we just sort of like, begged her to hire us both as a she didn't have anybody attached to the movie, and now she would have two. Like, lucky her. And she fell for it, which is incredible.
notice she says she fell for it.
How it came to be.
Wow.
And she fell for it. So
What a
anyways,
crazy nut job.
yeah, and
But
there's
yeah,
so
she's
many
a lot of
crafties.
this
I know
stuff.
that she wants to remain private, but she's over on TikTok. I think she has a private account, but that was one of my first like favorite sleuthing accounts over on TikTok. If you scroll up a little bit or down, I don't know if you saw it was like right there. It was her post. But anyway, she was one of the
This
ones
one?
that fucked it. No, it showed her picture. That was Bohemian Diva. Wait, right. Go down one more. Right there. That's her. So Nate Crafty right there. Yeah, and so she's one of the ones that clocked the rhythm section, and she also clocked the PGA thing. Look, that's February 16th. She was already clocking all that stuff.
So, as in as sewing.
I don't know
Sewing.
if she still, so I don't know if she still accepts follow requests, but she wanted to like remain small and stuff. So that's why I don't really shout her out as much. But I mean, she deserves her flowers because she clocked all the shit early on.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's read the PGA because I know Carm was like, read the letter.
I know. Okay. Here, hold on. Share this one. Yeah, and okay, so we're back on here.
Okay, so it was like I pushed the studio. Oh, so this is the big one. I pushed the studio distributor and director to change the rating of the film from an R rating to a PG-13 because there was a significantly bigger market opportunity with PG-13, which the book captured. I argued that in order to replicate the book's success in the screen adaptation, we needed to serve the same age range of audience. First of all, that book is not for no 13-year-old, okay? If you read that book, it is a smut book. It's YA, young adult, but like young adult is also like, like teenager, like more like 18, 19. So I was like, for her to be like, oh, 13-year-olds are reading Colleen Hoover, like they shouldn't be. The issue was the studio already had a deal in place with the distributor to deliver an R-rated film, which again goes to show that when she initially signed up, she signed up for an explicit film, an R-rated film. She's the one that later decided like, oh, I don't want to do it explicitly. Let's make it PG. I had multiple conversations with all parties, helping to convince everyone of the shared big opportunity for us all, resulting in everyone agreeing to make the film PG-13, which is where it stands today. And like, look at the words that she uses, to convince everyone. Are you sure that you convinced them or that you like pressured them into it? Yeah.
Okay, production. I constantly broke schedule and budget. Do you think that was a mistake?
I constantly broke schedule. I don't know what that means. In pre-production, because I was like, maybe broke is like a word for like breaking it down.
Okay.
In pre-production and then dailies and often hourly during production. Right here. This is where she fires Julie Bloom. I unfortunately was responsible for the firing of our first AD, Julie, as we were not making our days for the first many weeks. And I had the 20 years of experience to see that the days were not boarded well enough from the get-go. And her experience was not appropriate for the film we were making. So she paints her as inexperienced when she's been in so many movies. And she was obviously experienced enough to make your friend's show. And she's been doing it since, let me see. Let me look at her IMDb. How many years experience Julie has. She's been working since 1986. She did the movie Hot Shots. She did the movie, because there was some ones that I was, she did New York Undercover. I love that show. That was one of my favorite shows. She did 2 Weeks Notice with, isn't that, oh no, that's not, I thought it was Ryan, but it's Sandra Bullock, right?
This is so funny. Mary says content creators and Mommy Sleuths did more research and man hours looking into this case than Blake did for a movie. If she deserves a PGA mark, we all deserve law degrees.
For sure. Like, I mean, we have been doing like so much paralegal, like even so when those spreadsheets came out, those Excel sheets, people are like, you guys do more work than like my paralegal. Somebody had put like a comment on that. But look, okay, so she did The Wolf of Wall Street, y'all. The Wolf of Wall Street, she was not qualified to do a movie like this. It Ends With Us, almost Lifetime. And I apologize to Baldoni for calling it Lifetime, but it was like a Lifetimey, cheesy, like,
this is so funny. Kenny says, LOL, DFJ won't know the movies, because I don't know really any of the movies. And what was the analogy you gave me earlier? I was like, hey, I know that one.
Angelina Jolie. I was like,
yeah,
that's
that's what you were saying.
If somebody tried to cast Angelina Jolie for Julia Fox's role in Uncut Gems, like it was, I mean, it is the Safdie brothers and they're big, but I made that analogy. I was like, it just wasn't a fit. Like
I was like, I know Angelina Jolie. I know what the gems are. I was like, that makes sense to me now. It's like, it was, yeah, exactly.
CJ, in their house, the kids be saying already things in people's mouths. She's a walking contradiction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, she's talking about Inez Reynolds, for those who don't know, who on Deadpool versus Wolverine says, take a D out of my mouth. So you can let your kids be in an R movie, but you don't want to, we got to tone it down for the kids who read the book or whatever. Okay, it says, I flagged security risks and pushed to execute getting the entire crew badges. I'd never been on a set without him. If you guys don't follow Ashely Van Golding over on TikTok, she goes into the crew badge things because she knows she's a script supervisor. She has a video over there on the crew badges, and I'm interested on what her point of view is going to be on this because she debunks this whole thing about never being on a set without him. She actually says it's the opposite. They were not put in place for production. Oh, you don't think that it's a coincidence that Joe Rogan, we're talking about cancel culture. Yeah, we're going to get to Matt right now. So let me just quickly go through it instead of keep stopping. Okay. We were having breaches where fans were filming our monitors and uploading the scenes to TikTok because no one knew who was crew and who wasn't. Badges were in place days later. But speaking of, that's how you got caught, Blake, because people were filming. Remember the scene where she's like pulling Justin in, like trying to teach him how to like grab her and be an intimacy coordinator? That was because of fans that were there. So luckily we got that footage. I flagged and had the production name changed to an alias as is standard in my experience. This changed all the signs for the locations, the call sheets, transportation, etc., as the film's true title was all over every sign, identifier, and correspondence. As a result of using the actual title, we were being flooded. Oh, oops.
Sorry. I was like, let's be real. This is why she didn't want what was getting leaked were these ugly ass outfits.
Yep.
That's what she wanted to stop getting leaked. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. Where was I? Oh, paparazzi, large crowds, and leaks. I helped to block the staging of every scene for shoot. So she was like the director. The blocking means like where everybody's supposed to be. Oftentimes asking to block the night before so the crew could pre-light without wasting the time of pulling the cast from hair and makeup to rehearse. When we came back after the strikes, I was writing as we were shooting to meet real-time hurdles and demands with regard to schedule, budget, and creative needs.
She wasn't the writer.
I reviewed and instated COVID protocols when we had an outbreak and lost many key crew members.
Remember what she did when she had COVID? She went to a Taylor Swift concert.
And then remember when they asked her to get tested so they could verify that she had COVID
and she wouldn't
get tested?
Yeah. I mean, this woman, you guys, honest to God, this is like a psychological thriller. like almost. But like
I shortlisted with the director. I know I need to use AI to make like a cover for my fake movie.
this is like demented, beyond demented. Okay, sorry.
I shortlisted with the director, DP, and first AD, not usually all at once, just when it was asked of me. On round 2 of the film, we shot half of the film before the strikes and half after. I would speak to our first AD, Chris Surgeon, every night for nearly an hour on my drive home. And once I arrived home, to assess and rework our schedule to help make our days, which we were struggling to make. They were struggling to make the days because she was changing everything. And that's documented.
Yeah.
I was able to omit 3+ days of shootings via rethinking the schedule, changeovers, locations, stunts, weather, and adapting the script to accommodate.
She
I was
only had to shoot for the 16 days.
I was the director's partner and all creative partner. The director, she doesn't even say Justin Baldoni's name. Helping to execute the best outcome for the film. I would push back when needed and I would support when needed. The film is and was always my top priority.
She didn't even read the book.
Yeah, exactly. I watched the monitor between every take to be sure everything that ended up on screen from every department was best servicing the film and led the changes needed to get there when applicable. When issues arose, I led the hiring of a freelance producer to help balance the set, the incredible Todd Black, who, by the way, quit after Ryan Reynolds yelled at Justin Baldoni and they had to pay him 3 times his original salary, y'all. Sorry, I have all these, like, I feel like I'm like VH1. Did y'all ever watch VH1's pop-up video with all the little facts, the videos playing? That's how I am right now with this reading it. It's like, by the way, Todd Black quit.
That's what I told CJ. I was like, we just have to at least go live because, like, I can't be the only one hearing all of your facts. Like, you are just like a encyclopedia of this case. So like every single line, you know something.
I helped to manage the logistics and protections of a closed set. And when there was oversights, I stopped production to make sure the set was safe and complying with all players, nudity riders, and contracts.
This one says, wait, didn't the crew say she was always in her trailer and was always late to set? Yeah, she wouldn't work on her lines unless they went into her trailer when she was quote unquote pumping and had her tatas hanging out and her milk jugs. By the way, if you remember, you can use the milk jugs emojis and
yeah, we have milk jug emojis if y'all want to use those. But Alex Sachs even says in her deposition about that part of the reason and the problem that she had with Julie, the AD, was that Julie was always trying to get her out of her trailer. So, thank you, Roses, for it was Kenny using the milk jugs. I'm traumatized just reading this stuff. I know.
It's insane.
Go get yourself some chamomile. Calm your nervous system down.
Yeah.
Because I was all riled up. I was like, I'm on my 3rd stress relief tea.
Yeah.
It says, I made sure cast members had mini green rooms on set when I noticed the time that was lost to cast having to leave to go back to their more distant green rooms.
Okay. Like, are you kidding me right now? This is like the Karen of all Karens.
So is that your job to go and get green rooms? Isn't that like there's people who do that? Like, I called and led meetings with all department heads. She literally was a one-woman show doing everybody's job.
I want to see her budget sheet. I want to see where all these savings and cost cuttings, because
no receipts here.
No receipts. Yeah, no receipts. This is all in her head.
Look, wait, this is the wildfires. Oh, you mean the wildfires that you served the Wayfarer parties while
yes,
like their suitcases and little teddy bears and everything? And that's just me embellishing, but that's how I imagine it. Like they were getting served as they were trying to get out of
Brian Friedman said they were evacuated. His house was like had burned down or was, on fire, whatever. And he's like, can we delay? He asked for like an extension. And because of this, like, it was considered a national emergency, the LA fires. And they said, no, this terrible human being, waste of air, said no. So don't start lecturing us on wildfire safety.
Yeah, I called and led the meeting with all department heads. When we had extenuating circumstances challenging our production plan, including the wildfires, as well as picketers from the wider strike. I acted as liaison between cast and the reps and finding solutions to finishing the film. And I also acted as an intermediary between the other actors, their reps, and also crew members who were coming to me for guidance and help because they were concerned about being replaced with people who would cross the WGA picket line, like your husband, who was still trying to see whether or not that was written during, because he did a rewrite right before they shot. So we were trying to figure out when the rooftop sheet, that's what the sleuths were doing like 2 or 3 days ago. So if anybody
that's a big deal, right? Because of the SAG, right? Isn't there something with SAG?
Then we want to write to the WGA and be like, he scabbed.
Wow.
I absolved them of their concerns of being replaced by standing in support of the WGA myself and not crossing a picket line myself. By the time that they reopened, it was already over. It was like a misunderstanding. She thought she wanted to go with Ryan to go to film Deadpool. That's why she didn't come back. It wasn't that she didn't come back because she didn't want to cross the picket line. There was no Isabella film during that time. Anyways, I have spent a minimum. Oh, this is the part that's hilarious.
This is post.
I have spent a minimum of 10 hours a day every day since April 22nd on the post of this film. My
Hold on.
longest.
When did she go to Taylor Swift? Oh, Taylor. That was during filming. Sorry, never mind.
Yeah, since on the post of this film, my longest days have been 22 hours, and that has happened multiple times. I realize this sounds like an exaggeration because it is. Especially because for periods of that, I was shooting another film or raising my 4 children. But anyone on this post process will verify this is unfortunately true. I've been sleeping on average 1.5 to 3 hours a night for over 2 months to get this film recut, reworked, and done. But she acts like it's a flex, but nobody asked you to do all that. Like there was people who were already doing that, and you basically got rid of everybody and then just put it all on you. That's why it's giving like PTA mom. I worked with the film's original editor, Una, for 10 days. And Una, by the way, says that Blake made her cry. So that's a side note.
Yeah, but PTA mom like wants to do like, like allergy friendly, like cupcakes at this sale and blah, blah, blah. It's not like this is diabolical. This is like a whole different level of craziness.
Yeah, right.
Like, she took over everything.
PTA moms,
she's contacting all of their people. She's like, this is like a whole maniacal, like, I don't even know. I ran out of adjectives. Like, I don't even know what else to say.
So,
like,
she goes, the plan was to start with my editors on May 2nd, but it was key to me to honor all players. So I offered the extra 10 days to handle this most responsibly and thoughtfully. If y'all go back to the lawsuit website, you'll know that that's a lie. That wasn't why she wanted the extra days or whatever. That's because she wanted to bring in her own people. I worked with my own 2 editors. This is where she finally brings them in, running a room of sometimes 3 editors at once as we pushed to meet the tight timing for 3 test screenings and eventually picture lock. I remained working with one of my editors, Alan Bumgerton, as we finished out the final details of the film. I brought on a new composer, the duo Rob Simonson, and like nobody asked her to do this. She simply was doing this stuff so she could get the PGA credit. One of it is composers. Okay, so anyways, personally reaching out to Rob and convincing him to join us with very limited time, troubleshooting financial and logistical hurdles to get him on board. Not to mention that it was already 90% done. The score was already done. And she literally was like, no, I don't want it, because she needed the PGA checkmark. I hand selected 90% of the songs in the film and worked alongside, again, that's the song supervisor that does that. That's not her job. Alongside Season Kent, our music supervisor, to find the rest or shape the ones we did have with our music editor, Robbie. I also work with her to this day on budget considerations and switch out songs as needed to meet our budget. I worked with Spring, the head of clearances at Sony, on song budget and clearances. I personally called and emailed many of the artists to convince them to let us use the song and have negotiated with them on prices. 4 of the biggest artists included in this film passed on the film until I personally called them, wrote letters to them, and then finalized with their representatives. Okay, I need a drink because
until I blackmailed them. Okay, I'll take over. I've worked with our. Oh wait, hold on. Let me just make sure I took the comments off the screen. Okay. Shoot, let me go back. I've worked with our sound designers and mixers for multiple test screenings, and now the final mix, sitting in the Sony mix stage until 2 a.m. working every detail. And I remain in the thick of that work, listening into mix sessions on my custom Dolby headphones made for our mix stage, as well as coming out to LA next week for the final week of mix in person. I've worked with our music editor, Robbie, to be sure of every moment of each song is coming in and out of the exact right spots and with the right emotion, often coordinating between him, Season, our music supervisor, and our composers, Robin Duncan. I've been on Zoom for the cast ADR, their sessions. I've been working on the
the visual effects,
overseeing every shot that makes it into the film. I've been working with the graphics team, helping to choose and shape the fonts and the title and the credits. Yeah, the credits. Didn't they like mess up the credits?
There are people who are like, that's why everybody has a job. And so she basically did everybody's job, but then they still got credited, or she like, I don't know. It's just crazy. Oh, this is the
credit. She really just wanted to say this was all by Blake Lively is what she wanted to say. I worked with
the credits just at the end. We should do like a fake credits, like it ends with us and then credits, like every put all the positions and then Blake Lively.
That's really in her head. I feel like that's what she thinks it is, but it's like, girl, then get the rights to your own script or write it. You're obviously good at fiction. This is a whole bunch of fiction right here. Write a fiction novel, try to get it funded. You have the money, fund it yourself and do all of it yourself. See, I mean, this is
pull up Carm's comment. She's like, she should have ran this through ChatGPT. Pull up that comment.
Wait, hold on.
It's like right before Kenny. Oh my God, that's hilarious. She should have ran this through chat so she could have told her they didn't need to know what kind of headphones she was wearing. Literally, it's like, and my 4 children. Okay, this is the quid pro quo that I thought, allegedly, in my opinion only, don't come at me. I appealed to Columbia Pictures to grant Isabella Ferreira the introducing card. So basically, like when the credits are coming in the beginning of the movie, it'll say like introducing Isabella Ferreira. So marking only the 6th time they'd ever granted that in their 100-year history. So no wonder Isabella was like all chummy with her. She got her the introducing card. So now it comes out. Remember we were trying to piece together like who got what? Like Brandon got the all his movies. I have a thread on that on X2.
This is so funny. I wonder how she wrote such a long letter when her pants were on fire. Because liar, pants on fire.
And then we know with Colleen, she got her. I mean, Colleen and Alex. Alex got a producer credit. Colleen got more authorship. Like, yeah, that's 100% quid pro quo. I'm just saying. I mean, I didn't say it. April allegedly. We allegedly.
I do. I have it. See my little thing on the bottom. Allegedly, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, there it is.
I say in our opinion.
Okay, I've been in touch with DP. We're gonna get into Isabella. I'm gonna try. That's why I said I was like, are we gonna have to read it? We're reading it for Carm, but because it's long, I was like, this is gonna take up. But like we're an hour in. This is an hour-long letter, but it's almost done. It's almost done.
But I think, but what's important is like because we are literally part of doing this. I know like a lot of you have read it, but part of us doing this the way we're doing it is because I think between our knowledge of the case is exposing every single lie, and I think this is a very important one. So don't worry, CJ. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna do everything. It's fine.
I've been in touch with our DP Barry on the resizing and digital shifts and shots to be sure his vision is executed. So there's the DP. I brought the author of the book that the film is based on into the fold, involving her intimately to the edit to be sure we are best honoring the book and the audience in order to capture the success of her novel in our film.
But she didn't read it.
I know, that's the thing. And then somebody clocked her. That was you. Remember, DFJ, you clocked her and you're like, she's saying that she felt Lily's story to her heart and but she never read the book. So how did you feel the story when you never read the book? Like this is before she gets signed on. Like I really wanted to be her because
hold on, I have it right here. It says Lively says Lily Bloom's story resonated with her deeply, and that is why she accepted the role. I was like, bitch, you didn't even read the this is in her declaration, which we'll get to that. I have the link. All right, I pulled that up, but that's for later. Let me go back to this one. But wait, also, CJ, what was I going to say? Never mind. Keep going. Oh, okay. Wait, no. So you know how she did all of these things, apparently she's like, she can produce and direct and edit. How did she not know that? Remember when Wayfair gave the on-set film footage to Lively and they said it was like 5,000 hours of film?
Mm-hmm.
How did she not know that it was actually only 150 hours of film? And also then they didn't realize that the because it's such high quality that it's like the film and the audio were 2 separate files, and they were like, oh, it has no audio. And Wayfair's like, well, it's 2 separate files, you moron.
You worked on all this stuff. Like
she worked on all this stuff and she doesn't know that?
But we clocked her. The sleuths clocked her on why she thought it was that many hours. It's because she typed into Google or ChatGPT or whatever, how many hours does it take to go through blah, 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 megabytes or whatever it was that they had, the terabytes, 1 terabyte. And that's what ChatGPT spits out, but it's not accurate.
Because then you have to say that what camera it is, which we looked up, and we looked up the camera, and I asked GPT, and then ChatGPT told me and that Michael got like what he was saying was such an outrageous lie for it to be 5,000 hours. Plus, it doesn't make sense. It's 16 days. That doesn't even if you 16 that wouldn't even work. So
how come everybody keeps talking about the headphones? Did I read something about headphones and I forgot? Like, Where's the part about her headphones? Because
No, she says that she had a custom
Oh, that
headphones.
part. Okay, yeah.
But I love this one from Kinney. Look, I feel at home when I'm with CJ and DFJ.
Aw,
I
thank
love that. I
you.
think that's the best compliment. Roswell said, I've heard only small snippets of many different papers, so when you do go over it, I will be there.
Okay. It says, I had multiple calls with the distributor of the film and Screen Engine who ran our test screenings to evaluate the scores and integrate the feedback as well. I would personally read all 100 pages of every booklet and scorecards to learn from the feedback of every screening. But she never read the book. But she
And
did
this
read
one's also funny. Remember, it says, like, I understood why Lily experienced everything she's experienced. Hey, Jesse and Max, by the way. So exactly, because she said that she's like, she understands what she experienced. So it's like, so are you saying you experienced like domestic violence?
No,
You know what I mean?
At one point, she says that she didn't care about like having to put herself in Lily's shoes. She's gonna put herself in her own shoes, like and like how she's like, I wasn't trying to be like, how would Lily react to this? I was trying to be like, how would I react to this? And it's like, that's not how you act. Acting is putting yourself into the character.
This one says, per LGA, Blake Lively outs herself as an independent contractor, not an employee, with her Delulu letter to the.
Yeah, that's our next.
This
our
is in.
slide.
This
I don't
is
know if Ludwig is still here. He probably already left. Because Ludwig does the breakdown. So I was wondering if he was still here.
This one says, I can't hear a thing you guys are saying. Is that anyone else having an audio problem? Because it's coming through for me. If not, just try. It could be a YouTube thing if you want to refresh. But if is it too quiet? Is something?
Do you have a video up? Maybe.
Mm.
I hear you. I haven't had time to watch or read much. Can we do a quick recap? Big events. Yeah, right now, Christy, we are reading the.
Okay, everyone else can hear. So who said that they couldn't hear? Participant.
We're reading the PGA letter right now, and we're gonna get into all the big stuff. So stick around because we're finishing up this. I mean, it's taking us an hour to read. You know those the meme, the TLDR memes where it's like, I'm sorry about it. What is that meme that says
too long didn't read?
No, but it says like, I'm happy for you, or like, I'm not gonna read all that.
I'm happy for you. I'm not gonna read all that. Like, I'm sorry or congratulations.
Yeah, sorry or congratulations. That's how I feel about this. Like, can you imagine? I want who's the guy that does Michael, what's his name, Pavano or whatever, that does the Blake? I want him to do, or even Zach Peters. He does a good reenactment of Blake. Like, do a reenactment of like a Sony executive like getting this, or who gets the PGA? Whoever gets the PGA.
The chat taught me. It's the guy from a movie called Goonies. And it something Aston, Sean Aston, I think.
Oh,
right?
Is it Sean Aston?
Yeah, because I thought you know who that is. This is the guy. Hold on, I'm going to show you.
Oh my God, poor Sean Aston had to read this shit.
Do you recognize this guy?
He's Lord of the Rings. I mean, it depends.
Yeah, everyone said Lord of the Rings. I hadn't seen that either. I actually haven't seen anything he's in.
Oh, he's the new SAG guy? But who does the PGA go to him?
He's the president
of SAG.
Yeah.
Is that what the PGA goes through SAG?
I don't know. I think so.
Okay, let's finish the
Okay.
Stranger Things. Yeah, everybody knows him for something different.
He's in Stranger Things.
Okay. I re-edited the film each time utilizing the learnings from the audience. The learnings. Okay. I've never heard the word used like that, but the creative team, the distributor, the author, and the other producers. I held my own friends and family test with the top filmmakers I know asking for their input. The cut of the film that I led was selected as the version of the film that will be released on August 9th. And that's because she basically, there's a text message where she like, she's just like, we're just going to go with mine because Colleen likes it, Taylor likes it, and so does Bradley. Mm-hmm. So no matter what they say, like, and that's why she took her cut and showed it at Book Bonanza, because then they didn't have a choice, because Sony didn't want her to show it, and Sony was still not like completely on board. Started with the initial trailer. I called a meeting with Josh Greenstein, president of Sony, in February of 2024, and the entire marketing team at Sony to lay out an angle of the campaign. There was no film for anyone to watch yet, so the trailer they made understandably didn't capture what the film would be. I walked them through the film, cited dailies, and down to which take with time codes where they could find footage to build the best trailer. That is why, you guys, if y'all don't know, there was a second trailer released.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one was released in May 17th, and then in August, right before the movie came out, I think, or maybe it was June. Anyways, right before the movie came out, there was a second one. Oh, thank you, Christina. I know I've been gone for forever. Okay, do you want me to keep reading?
Yeah. Oh, see,
Okay.
it's nice to hear CJ's voice. Yeah, I agree.
I don't know, Carm, if it was a mix. I'm gonna go back and watch both trailers.
Yeah.
And see what
Hey,
the differences on them.
yeah, Vig says yes, SAG has a department just for producers.
Oh, okay, so then it was poor Sean Astin. But wait, is he a recent president or was he president back then? Because wasn't it like Fran Drescher who was president of SAG back then? So I
Wait.
wonder if it was Fran who was
Okay, president of SAG.
in 2024.
Okay. So to see who gave it to her. Yeah,
Who
how
was
did
it
you
that
know
did it?
that? Yeah, Fran Drescher.
Because it was during the strikes and all that. I'm a film buff. Like I'm into
Wow.
everything movies and like cinema. I follow all that stuff.
So Fran was the one who like oversaw giving it to her, and
Yeah,
then
see, I didn't know that Sean Astin had replaced her. So that was recent, elected late 2025. So I've been too busy in this world. Like I've neglected Marvel. I've neglected
I have
my
to give all the credit goes to the chat. They taught me that. I wouldn't have even known who he was.
okay, so let's continue. Okay, right here. Taylor Swift. Oh no. Once they resubmitted the trailer, I worked with them on every frame of the creative factoring and any social sensitivities. Oh, because
Sorry.
she was mad at the first trailer had the shot with Baldoni kicking the chair. And I'm like, okay, but you didn't even put a trigger warning at the beginning of the film. So you were worried about trigger warning or sensitive stuff on the trailer, but yet y'all excluded the trigger warning at the beginning of the film.
Because
my
it's
God,
a fun
someone
summer
was-
movie. Wear your florals, bring your friends.
I personally worked hand in hand with Bridget Wright on this. Okay, whatever. I personally secured Taylor Swift to loan her song to our trailer and marketing efforts, which helped it to be the largest debut of a film-led film trailer of all time. Wild, so proud. And we'll get to the Taylor Swift text on how that came about here soon.
Yeah, we have those.
I spoke with marketing and PR at Sony no less than 5 times a day, every day for 2 months now. I often have Zooms with upwards of 10 people on their teams. I've worked in person with them via text, via calls, via Zoom, on the ground during press. I am available and reachable to every single team member and their assistants at all hours, 7 days a week. Anyone can and will confirm.
Except Sony was the one who said, we don't want any of that released. Like, they don't want to back her up.
I'm working closely with the international teams on everything from posters, commercials, book covers, and beyond by territory. And yeah, that's exactly why the posters were changed and all that. I'm working closely with the digital team on everything from the social media pages down to the color palette, graphics, language, copy, cadence, the cadence, guys, and even the font that is used when and how.
Yeah,
Like,
you can change the font on social media.
It's giving me anxiety, like reading all this, like it does. I'm like, what? You were doing all this, girl? Like, I helped to design our first major PR marketing event, which was 2 weekends ago in Dallas. It's just too much information. Like, sorry.
I personally begged Tom Rothman, head of Sony, to allow me to show the film to 3,000 fans as an early preview. I had to first finish the film with all his and the audience's notes from our previous preview, which I pulled off in time. So he agreed. I went over all the talking points and scripts for the panel and helped tee up the film and the cast.
That's not true.
Didn't that guy leave? Didn't Tom Rothman leave Sony?
No, it wasn't Tom Rothman. That was
someone
Tony.
else?
Yeah, it was Tony Viscuska or whatever. But that's a lie because she literally said Sony did not agree, but I'm going to show it to you anyways. She said that out of her own mouth. We have her in 4K saying Sony did not agree. And now here she's saying that he agreed to do it. She's like, he didn't agree, but we're going to do it anyways. So clocked her on that. When my co-star had a scheduling conflict and had to drop out of the event, I got on the phone separately with him, his agent, and his publicist to get him back on board. Who, I wonder, was that maybe Hassan? I got our cast and author to help me personally introduce all 14 theaters screening the film. Not Wayfair.
Look at this, Lori. Where's anything about the SH?
I bought patches myself. Oh my God, this one. Just you read it because I can't no more. Like, I just can't.
Yes, those are milk jug emojis. Participant, if you're green or have a membership, I'll give out some memberships in a little bit. Yeah, you can use the milk jug. I made milk jug emojis because, that's what I call her, is milk jugs. Okay, so sorry, let me go. So where did you end? You said on board?
The fucking patches. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss on your stream. I don't want to get
No,
you.
what'd you say? Where'd you
The
end?
patches right there where she says,
Oh, the Amazon where they
no,
handed
no,
out
up
the
there. Where she bought, yeah, I bought patches right there. I bought
Oh my
patches.
God. I bought patches myself on Amazon to hand out to fans to match our outfits as a PR push and social media activation. I identified and bought on a photographer. She bought on a photographer, Jade Green, to capture the weekend of content. I helped build a creative content day in or downtime in Dallas, overseeing the creative of the scripts and content used. I reviewed and approved the influencers we collaborated with. She collaborated with influencers.
Yeah, she did like the Betty Boo's promo, and then she like wanted like a famous baking TikToker that she like invited. So we went down that rabbit hole at one point
Okay.
with all the influencers that she got on board for her hair and all that
I
stuff. And
personally styled my co-star Isabella Ferrer because she didn't have clothes for the shoot.
she didn't have any clothes, y'all. She had no clothes. The Nepo baby Isabella Ferreira had no clothes, y'all.
And there is that was it a TikTok of the guy who was supposed to make a dress for Isabel's character, and then all of a sudden, like, Lively wanted it for her. I mean, this is like, I mean, talk about the depths of Delulu. Okay. When we were struggling to find an image for the poster, I went through the film to find the best still to be used for our first poster and helped identify the best layout to frame it in. I reviewed, gave feedback, and then approved the theater standee for all the theaters. I am producing 2 content days this week with my husband and my production company, Maximum Effort, to grab more PR and marketing materials with 8 cast members and 2 producers and the author for the release. So, like, is she going to include that that the marketing backfired and then they wanted to blame it on Wayfair, and then they told Wayfair that they were responsible for the marketing? I mean, all of this can be contradicted. I mean, all of this can be debunked.
Case just collapsed with this. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get
This is why I think this letter was one of the things I really want to see. I mean, I knew it was going to be Delulu, but I didn't know it was going to be this crazy. Like, this is a straight up confession. This just collapses everything. I've had calls with the international team to help adjust the release schedule by territory and led the conversation about adding on international press stops and tour dates given the success of the response of the film and materials thus far. I've led the conversation to get started on a China cut in an effort to be accepted for release there, and we'll have a Zoom with the decision makers for release in China in the coming weeks. I'm helping to oversee the sets being built for our content days and looking ahead to our junkets for ways to reuse the sets for cost effectiveness as well as to inspire maximum press and influencer engagement. You mean by making like alcohol menus for like a domestic violence film?
And now she's taking full responsibility. So this contradicts what she said that Sony was in charge of the marketing.
Mm-hmm. I've been on the phone with cast representatives, producers, showrunners, tour managers, spouses,
not the spouses, not the spouses, y'all.
Travel agents, and beyond.
Your wife, hide your husband. Not the
travel agents. Where is she? Like, okay, she can't book her own travel and beyond to coordinate their schedules for press, going as far as successfully begging their bosses to release them for press for our film.
So there's a lot of Bella was a waitress.
Yeah,
you better be practicing waitresses on tables because ain't nobody gonna give her a dang job after her deposition got leaked.
Oh my God, CJ,
she better call
so funny.
Red Lobster, see if they got she better go do something because I firmly believe that her career as an actress is over after that deposition. Like, it's
I mean, insane. How funny is that? Like what CJ says, 1,000%. What did Blake Lively do? Because Isabella's job after this, she was a waitress. So she had to beg. Did she beg the waitress? Like, and notice how
much your boss at the whatever. Like, can she please? Like, okay, girl. Like, giving mommy energy, but like, okay, why put that? I don't know. That's just.
This is so funny. BS. She did all that. She can't even brush her own hair. She had a wig maker. It says also. But yeah, this is beyond. But yeah, travel agents, spouses, and beyond to coordinate.
I didn't catch that on the first read that it said spouses.
I mean, why is she talking to people's spouses? Going as far as success. Oh, and notice how many times she says begging. She had to and I'm interpreting begging as like blackmailing. How many people did you have to blackmail, Blake Lively? their bosses to release them for press for our film. I've reached out to sponsors to host screening to help absorb marketing costs, i.e. Chanel, who will be hosting a screening the day after the premiere for us. Did Chanel really do that?
I don't know if Chanel hosted the screening. I don't know.
So she's lying?
The day after the premiere? I don't know. I have to go back and look. Let me see. Let me look it up while you're reading.
That I don't see Chanel hosting your premiere, Blake Lively, but okay. The day after the premiere. Okay. I personally reached out to sponsors to help with costs for our premiere and after party, helping to secure a deal with the Boulad group to host our party there. So remember, you guys, there was 2 different after parties because she didn't want Baldoni and his whole entire team like at her after party. And I still have months ahead of me to finish this film, and both what you see on screen as well as how we sell it to our audiences the world over. As much as this tag means to me, it means everything. What I'm in fight of most is the film being as great as it can possibly be. So ultimately that it's taken all my most eloquent energy. What the hell is eloquent energy?
I don't know. She's
Blackmailing? What is eloquent and energy? Okay, I think you get the idea though. As promised, I'm including below letters from our department heads in support of my application for the PGA mark. You'll find Alex Sachs. Notice that's the number 1. This is like her number. These are her real dragons. Alex Sachs, PGA approved producer. Barry Peterson, director of photography. Tobias.
She like black, like obviously Eric Damon. She's been working on with his Gossip Girl, and I mean whatever. But so these are all her people that she lined up. Of course, remember she said up there, look, Rob Simonson. Like she's like, I hired all these people, and we know Angie didn't like her and called her a terrorist trying to take over the movie. So all these people, yes. We saw that she bullied Baldoni and Heath into writing their letters, right? And then we know that Ryan has written stuff up for, or her and Ryan have written stuff up for people. And we were trying to track whether that Colleen text was, when Colleen texted Justin Baldoni about the sex scenes and the rooftop scenes, I clocked that it's the exact same language that Blake uses in her text. So that's why I was like, was Colleen already? Anyways, that's a whole side.
Yeah, was Blake already in her head?
Mm-hmm.
To be clear, while asking to be granted the PGA mark myself, I do believe that both Alex Sachs and Jamie Heath should keep the PGA mark they received. They were both there every single day in every meeting and decision. At this time, you will not find a letter from the director, Justin Baldoni, or the other PGA producer, Jamie Heath. Jamie and Justin will not be contesting my mark. They just, as of this moment, won't be writing a letter to you all like the rest of the department heads did. Not because of like, I totally blackmailed them and they had to tell their lawyer and like whatever. Like this woman, I imagine if you reached out to them, they would confirm the extent of my involvement. Please don't take my word for it, though. Please take the rest of our department heads below, who you are more than welcome to reach out to at any time. Please do. Their contact info is included in their letters. Finally, I thank you for reading all of this. It's taken every bit of me, practically, logistically, creatively, and emotionally. So thank you for considering this. I also know and appreciate, again, this is not how this mark grant goes down. So like, I know this is not how to do it, but like, just let me do it anyways, because like, that's how I get everyone to do whatever I ever want.
She's begging here, doing what she does.
You want to take over?
I wish I was given the credit for my work sooner, so I was able to be given a fair shot at applying the right way. And this is where she tries to throw people under the bus in the next section here. I know precedent is important. And on that, my dear friend, Bradley Cooper, so already name dropping, gave me a pep talk about pushing for this sighting. And he told me I could mention this to you guys, by the way, or whatever, that a similar situation happened to him on Nightmare Alley. So you're saying that Bradley Cooper also did this and elbowed his way into, he was hired as an actor, but ended up extensively producing the film. And a month before release, he was given producer credit. Then he applied for a Hail Mary PGA mark with the support of the film's crew and was granted it. So I'm hoping and praying that it's possible here as well. So now
okay, we have someone reach out to Bradley Cooper. Why aren't like the Hollywood Reporter and like Deadline and all these other Dude,
I'm not supporting him or Matt Damon or Ben Affleck. I know some people are waiting for the text messages, but anybody connected, Salma Hayek, anybody connected to those two, they try to do that to Baldoni, and so Karma's like, I'm gonna do it back to them. Because remember when they were like, if you talk to Baldoni, then like, we can't, whatever. So everybody went on her side. It's like, I don't know.
I want someone to reach out to like Bradley Cooper's representative, and just I want them to show this to him and just ask, like, is that true? Because I want to know, is she lying here on him or is this real?
I mean,
Also,
obviously she probably did, because it says
Lori,
she asked him.
hey, Lori, she says, oh, Defense Diaries is going live on Anna Spencer. This is like, by the way, it's like another case I'm following, but like talk about like insane things happening today. His team filed, it's another case I follow on my channel if you're into true crime, but his team filed for recusal of the judge, and the trial is supposed to start next Monday. So that is absolute insanity. But yeah, we'll get around to that.
Okay, so it says, as a woman in this industry, and this is where like LGA and everybody was like clocking her, because this is like the what? As a woman in this, and so this is where she tries to frame the Me Too stuff. I'm still trying to figure out what Blake didn't want any of this to come out. LOL, not. No, this is like a smoking gun for the Wayfair parties. That's why it sure was a remarkable document.
This was I knew that like honestly, I thought this was going to be big. Yeah. Remarkable.
Okay, as a woman in this industry for 20 years, and she keeps talking about her 20 years experience, like, okay, and the mother of 3 daughters, what a big reason I'm pushing to be acknowledged truthfully and accurately for the work I've done on this film is because I believe that it's important thing in this day and age for a woman to be given credit for the work she did. It's as simple as that. I earned it 50 times over again on this job, but I may not get credit for it. And so she like basically manifested, like she kept saying she didn't get credit on other jobs or whatever, but people probably didn't want her. They hired her as an actor. So yeah, this whole thing is like she's making herself a victim for like no reason. And that hurts, not just for me, but for all the women who are told they can't be given credit because there are already too many female producers. Nobody says that. Who's saying there's too many female producers?
Also, hey, did you see April says, mind you, she's the only one with a spouse other than JB. No one else in the cast is married. Pretty smart.
Whose spouses was she talking to? Well, no, Jenny's married. I'm pretty sure Jenny's married.
Is she?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jenny's married. And let's see who else. Isabella, no. Brandon, I mean, he's not married. He just has a girlfriend. Maybe she meant the cast and crew, and it was blueprint for taking over movies and not signing contracts. Yeah. So what? Now we know Ryan did it. Now we gotta sleuth Bradley Cooper and see what other movies he did it in.
Christy, that's been my brain all day. I'm just like, what?
She goes, we do the work anyway. Like, what? Nobody asked you to do the work. There was people hired to do that. You inserted yourself. We have to fight exponentially harder to be acknowledged. And each of our fight paves the way for the next female producer. Like they literally went in there being like, oh, female empowerment. And we're going to go in with like the quote unquote feminist guy. Unpopular. Like Justin Baldoni was never meant to be a feminist. He was there speaking to men. He just happened to have like women who supported him, but his audience was never really women. His audience was trying to make better men. Like that was his whole thing.
His audience was men, not women.
I never knew him as a feminist.
Michelle says, don't Bradley get a shout out in the movie credits? Maybe this is why. He did, right?
To take over, probably. And now we know, we're like Bocce. I can't wait to talk to Bocce because we clocked that meeting at Bradley Cooper's house with Taylor Swift and all that. And we're like, oh, that had something to do with it. And now that we know that Taylor and Bradley and everybody was talking shit, that was the talking shit meeting. So I got to go back and see what date that is.
Agree, Kenny. This is all her stuff. We're not even at Wayfarers yet. Yes. Exactly. And this stuff is so bad. It's so
probably
bad.
Come out while we've been talking. So who knows how much this will be her undoing. I'm sure Friedman is salivating over the details. Like she gave way too many details, which is good for him. Yeah, this actually document is really good. Like her oversharing. She added more lawyers today. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure she did because it's going to be an uphill battle. But
this was my question: is Slate married to the guy she assaulted?
Married to the no, she's you're talking about Chris Evans? No. She's married to some other guy, I think. But
hey, what about this? Did Wayfair know any of this, or was some of these documents AO? No, they knew all this. Yeah.
So I can imagine. And one of my friends over on TikTok, Ella, shout out to Ella. She basically was like, I don't think this is going to go to trial because I think like Judge Lyman read all the unredacted, and he was like, oh, we need to call a oral argument because Nagel's saying oral argument is going to be because to have a record in case of an appeal. And now I believe it too, but I don't know. A lot of people are like, no, the whole case won't get thrown out. But I mean, after seeing this, it's like we'll get into
CJ,
what Nag said about her
look at
claims.
this one.
Basically, if you don't give me the PGA credit, then you hate women.
Mhm.
Thank you, Jesse and Max. That's exactly what she was saying. I
Look,
want a whole
they-
panel on this, CJ, like you did the yearly recap. I'll see. We're also having like a giant like storm coming up here, so we have to prep for all that. And so I don't know how my week's gonna. I only did this because DFJ wanted me to come on, and like I wasn't even supposed to come back. I was just gonna tweet here and there on X, but DFJ's like, we have to go. Oh, because I made a joke that I during the birth scene about how her legs are all spread open, and I was like, oh, I'm not suing the ocean because I had an accidental like whatever showing my legs coming out of the whatever, and she was cracking up. She's like, oh my god, we need to go live because your jokes are so funny.
It was just like part of this was just uncovering and everything, and like because and also me and CJ came at this from very different sides, like because I came in because of the Jen Abel complaint, and the Vanzan part of it is what like hooked me, so that side is where I was like the most well versed, and then CJ was really into like the whole movie side and the Baldoni side, and then like I got really on the Jamie Heath stuff, so like together with our knowledge of all that, it is like it's just this is insanity. And you had amazing jokes. We were just laughing so hard at everything because and then like we were staring at that birth picture today, and I was like I was like, she's in charge of wardrobe. What is she complaining about?
Okay.
I implore you.
I implore you. I implore you. I want somebody to do like, where's Eldridge? Like, that's another thing. It's like I have so much content to consume after this. I'll probably be up all night because Eldridge and them when they do the live whatever, like their performances are just so funny. I can just picture Eldridge reading this part. I implore you at the Producers Guild of America to look into all the facts here, which those are not facts. Those are her facts. Those are not facts because we already debunked a bunch, y'all. Please don't take my word for it. Oh my God, somebody needs to do a meme with the reading rainbow, but you don't got to take my word for it. If you know, you know.
Look at this one. The Sony shit talking was pretty funny. The hair sell at the same time was epic level stupid. Oh, we have some Sony receipts too. Or actually that was JB or yeah. Never mind. Keep going. But here's another super chat. Thank you, DFJ and CJ.
Okay. Please do the work. Wait, please do the work. Like
what?
Is this like talking like hippie talk?
Please
like
don't take my word for it. Please do the work and try to debunk me. Like what a psychotic, insane thing to say.
No, but like when people are like when like therapy, like, did you do the work? Like, are you working on yourself? Like that's what it sounds like. I'm sorry to ask this of you this late in the game, but as you see, I wasn't able to see her. This is where she throws him under the bus. I promise you, you will be granting a tag to someone who gave everything of herself to this film to earn this honor. And it's something I will cherish for life. Or maybe not. There was a part in there where she throws him under the bus. Like it would have been sooner, but like something got in the way. And she was basically talking about Jamie and them. I hope you will join me in standing for what's right and true with regard to who has earned the PGA mark for this film. It ends with us. Well, we still have time. We lock and ship picture imminently. So I thank you for your attention to this in such a limited time. It's in your hands now. I can sleep well. So she hasn't slept. Remember, she's only slept an hour. So that's why she wrote this manic ass email.
I can sleep well knowing I did all I can do.
Thank you again for your time and consideration. With respect and gratitude, Blake Lively Reynolds.
And then, yeah, I mean, yeah, thank you, Christy, for the super chat. Thank you. I mean, just like, oh, CJ, this was insane. And then we're not going to read these ones, but there's one from Alex Sachs, who I call Nut Sachs, and Tobias, whoever. So again, I already have this linked in the description if you want to look for it to yourself. And then CJ, what's our next slide? Where are we even going next? Like we have so much.
Just go to the next one. Just go to the next one.
Okay, so I don't.
The PGA Letter is the next one. The one with LGA and NAG. So I can explain that one.
It's LGA and NAG. So okay, so wait, that was here. Okay. I'll share this.
Okay, yeah. So title. So this is what's coming. This is what the streets are saying, y'all. Title VII claims are over. These are the two lawyers that I follow that I get my info from. There's other great lawyers too. We got Katie Pope. We have Brett over on a lot of the lawyers are over on TikTok. And I think they have YouTubes here as well. But basically what they were saying is that because this letter is showing such ownership of like what all she did, she was not an employee. She was a producer. She was not a low level employee. So let me see if I can pull up, and y'all, if there's, I want to give a shout out to It Ends With Lawsuits, like what it's become, because it used to be not so great. And lately it's been so like really, really good for all your info. So if y'all aren't following It Ends With Lawsuits over on Reddit, and there's someone named Pale Detective who does all the breakdowns. So shout out to them. I don't know if they want me to say their alter ego.
This is so funny. I agree with Gwen Campbell. She says this letter crap should have been released a year ago. We would not be where we are today if it was. I know. Way to drop the ball, Sean Aston. Like, why didn't no one have this? Oh, look, we got a super chat from Shanonos. We appreciate you both.
Thank you,
Oh, thank you, Shanonos. Well, we appreciate you guys. Like, we appreciate like the chat and Team Truth and everyone coming here and doing this, because it just, everyone doing it together, and people just have different knowledge from everywhere. Like, it literally is like a giant puzzle that there's so many different pieces to dissect this like complete. Well, I don't even know what this like. It's almost like a scam. It's just insanity.
Yeah, it is. It's like exposing. Remember Scamanda?
It's
like exposing all this. So you guys go over and give Pale Detective some upvotes. Especially right now, it's crucial. You know, a lot of people are like, how can we help? How can we? Because we're fighting against MSM, who basically was just reporting trash, which is crazy what they were chose to report on. But it's important for us to support the Reddit community, because that's where like the SEO and all that stuff. So go give Pale Detective some upvotes on their LGA and NAG posts over on It Ends With Lawsuits. So it ends with I'm just gonna read the last part of like the summary there.
Wait, this is so funny. Before you read it, from Ms. D, she says, I hope Blake hasn't burnt her bridges with her donut shop friend yet. She's gonna need a job.
For real. Her and freaking Isabella. Sorry, I don't know.
Isabella for sure. Monster. That was the first one I read, and I called CJ Ray. I was like, she's a monster.
Yeah. LGA calls this the most damning document yet. So go support LGA to actually watch her video too, and then also give an upvote. Right now, it's so important for you guys, comment creators, to be in the comments, sharing as much as you can, because we need to get this information out.
Are these screenshots or
MSM
videos?
is not reporting on the PGA letter, at least not that I have seen. So this is, you know, like time for us, like, you know, warriors and all that stuff. This is our time to shine right now. I know I got a text from Colonel the other day, and you know, she's been off in political land. She's trying to get back in the game. Like a lot of the old creators are going to come back and start reporting on it too. But as comment creators, it's really important for y'all to support everybody. So go support LGA. But she says the most damning document yet, the letter alone may be fatal to her employment-based claims. It fundamentally contradicts the core theory of her case. So that was what she ultimately says. But go watch it, because it's a really good video. And then let me see where he sums up NAG. So NAG's, it says the bottom line, NAG believes the Title VII claims are effectively over. The employment argument collapses under this evidence. Seeing this alongside early reporting would have changed everything.
Yep, everything. And the industry, you know who I need? We don't reveal who my source is, but I need to send this to my source. Because, okay, so I have like, CJ knows, like, I have a source really deep, like in Hollywood, and they give me some really good info. And they told me, like, they still don't really understand what's happening with this lawsuit. They're like, how is it still going? What are they even arguing about? But he did always say, though, like, Lively, just, she had a terrible reputation, and he thought like she was going to be done no matter what. But I asked, has PGA credit ever been like taken back? And he's like, I don't think so. So I'm going to send this. I think he might like just be in shock, like when he sees this, because I don't think he understands how crazy this is. And then everyone who's sent a letter on her behalf, I would never hire them ever.
We're going to get into the song Canceled. It is about her. We're going to get into that. But please, you guys, go support NAG and LGA. I know I sound like a broken record, but like I said, they literally broke it all down for us. And I'm like, okay, you have to, in order to be SH during your workplace, whatever, you have to have like be an employee. Not only was her contract not signed, so she already has like, this is why I think it might not go to trial, but I don't know. I'm going to have to look at more lawyers and what they're saying, whether they think, because there's other, there's other actions still, like the retaliation, the defamation, the false light. So I don't know which actions can survive, but you heard it here from these 2 lawyers and probably more lawyers that are going to chime in. Let me go look on X real quick to see if, because my favorite lawyer on X is Lawyered Up. Let me see if they've chimed in yet. I would say it's a he, but I don't know if it's a her. Or whatever.
Okay, so here I just put the 2 YouTubes for NAG and here's LGA in the chat, so you guys have those. Yeah, because someone else said they said that Christina and Laura are gonna be so busy this week, and they are like, yeah, here it is. Gwen said, you and Christina busy this week for sure. Yeah, seriously, I mean, it's going to be nonstop. And also, okay, so I just want to show something really quick though, in between. Can I share this instead? This was just like something I posted earlier if you didn't see it. And it said, this was Greenberg to Baldoni. He said, this whole thing is insanity. You have everyone behind you and everyone knows how incredibly well you are handling this sicko. Mic drop, mic drop. He calls her a sicko. I was like, this is so funny. Here, let me just, I'll copy the link, you know, in case you guys want it in the chat to see for yourselves. I always like to post my receipts. But just, I mean, this is funny. And this is from her side. This is like her side. We're seeing this.
And Danny Greenberg was his, if you guys don't know who Danny Greenberg, that's his WME agent. Yeah, we're super busy. Did you already say that? I'm sorry if you already did.
No. I just put that on.
Okay. He couldn't spell and he tried to be so funny. Who? Thank you for the super chat. I don't know. Somebody was talking about the funny thing is they provided nothing negative on the Wayfair parties. Okay, should we go?
Other lawyers are saying they will get him on not handing out the employee handbook and that they didn't file a complaint themselves or investigate her claims per their own handbook. She was the head of HR, though.
Yes. Oh, where's that part in the letter? Let's go back to the letter. There was a part there where she says,
yeah,
we skipped over it. Maybe we didn't like point it out, but we probably read it, but we didn't. Maybe just pull it up and see if you can like control find HR.
Okay.
Or is it just like implied and that's why we skipped it?
No, but you can't. I don't think this document is searchable because she put it up in a weird, you know how I can't highlight it? So she did it in some funky format, probably trying to remove something, and it made everything. It was in the post, right?
No, was it before? Let me see if I can find it on
Production.
Reddit. Let's go to the next slide if you want. But thank you for the $4.99. Let's read that comment. Ryan Reynolds said in a text that JB was malignantly vain. He spelled vain as vain, though. That was funny. Oh. You're so vain.
No, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And look her cute little puppy.
I know, that's so cute. Andrew decided after talking to Jenny Slate and other things that there was no SH and no need for an investigation. Yeah, that's what Andrew.
Carlotta. Her puppy's name is Carlotta. She calls her Lottie for short, I think, or Lottie. Yeah. Ange decided after talking to Jenny Slate and other things that there was no SH and no need for an investigation to SH, but Ange did question them. I mean, really, what was, I want to know where the SH, I mean, sounds like she was in charge of this entire thing. Look, head of HR cracks me up. I've been manager over 1,000 employees and she does not have qualifications to even mouth those words. Can we find that part where she says that? Doesn't she say that somewhere?
The HR part? The HR part?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find, but like, did she explicitly say it? Because yeah, I was like, did we read over it?
Well, she was in charge of everything. So how could she not be in charge of HR?
There's a part. I wish that I could see it. I thought that I had read it on Reddit, but what's the link so I can like pull it up and see if maybe my laptop will pull up?
Here, I'm going to, do you want me to DM you or do you want me to text you?
Yeah, just text me.
Hold on. Okay. I just texted it to you. Okay. So wait, let me go to the next part. We had a lot going on. Oh, I said Isabella's a monster. Oh, I like the picture you put in, CJ.
Oh, yeah, I put it in there because I was like, yeah, these two little besties, because we didn't have one in there. But look at her face. She just looks like a monster in that picture. Like, you know what? Bohemian Diva saved her ass because she came on early on. And like when we were on little Minnie Mole's neck, she was like, hey, you know, she's young. Everybody back off young Lily and young Atlas. Let's back off them. Like they didn't know no better. And I backed off, and I know a lot of people backed off. So she better bless her heart that Bohemian Diva was nice enough to like let people back up off her. But now that we know what we know, it's like she's getting all the smoke because she literally reframes a spoon scene in her deposition saying that he was being like sexually provocative because he asked her to lick a spoon. And then if you go to the book, it literally has the exact scene where she licks her lips and takes the bite of the cookie dough. So he was just going by the book. And supposedly Isabella read it 3 times because I posted like nobody read the book. Supposedly she read it 3 times, but she must have overlooked the dang cookie dough scene because the spoon part is part of the book too. Yeah, the licking the spoon and all that is all part of the book. It's like literally, if y'all go on my ex, I put both the piece of the book and I reposted somebody who had that. Get to the part where she alludes to the fact that she was in charge of HR. It is under production bullet points. She should be suing herself. Okay, where is the production bullet points? Let's go to production.
Okay, hold on.
Is it post?
No,
We're trying to
production's
find
right here.
Or I'll try and look for it. I'll try and look for it.
Okay, you want me to I'll do the next thing and you'll look for it really quick?
Yeah, can you send me the link to it on the StreamYard though? Because
Oh, okay. I did it to your phone, but here I'll do it on
yeah,
Stream.
because I turned off my messages because I don't know if y'all heard things.
Okay, so wait, hold on. Where's our private comment? Oh, private chat. Oh, it's not gonna work in there. Here, I'll just put it. You want me to just put it in the YouTube chat? Here, I'll just put it whatever.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. And we got to pull up the birth scene picture from TMZ. Can you?
Okay. You want me to pull that up? Hold on.
Yeah, let's pull that one up because why TMZ put blurry marks on her leg? Like if y'all go to the actual docket and see the real picture, it's just the side of her leg, and they try to act like something was showing.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get that. Okay, so here's the actual exhibit. Okay, so this is the exhibit.
It's just her leg. Okay, you can't see nothing. It's just her leg.
It is weird, the coloring. It's like, you know,
and
I don't know.
Video. I want to see the video. I want to see the video because
I want to see the whole video. I want to see her getting up. I don't believe, like, because didn't she say in one of the things that
everybody's saying that she's wearing like shorts that are like scrunched up or whatever. So
I
don't know.
Here, let me pull up what TMZ. Look, this is what I said. I was so.
It's important for y'all as comment creators to go leave comments, support because like. We have to
look at this. I can't with TMZ. Harvey Levine, do better. Try reading the actual documents in this case instead of a press release. Because I told them she was in charge of wardrobe, you big dummies. According to her, she was in charge of everything. Read it from her own words in the PGA letter. We got to get that PGA letter out. Because look at this is what TMZ did. Look at they literally blurred it out as if something was
showing something.
It's not showing anything.
Put us on the side? Can you put us on the side so they can see the blurriness?
Yeah, sorry. Hold on.
Okay.
StreamYard. Here we go.
Okay, y'all see how it's like little squares all over? Like it's showing her.
So look at the difference. There's this and this. Like, what are they doing?
Like just to get people, and most people will just go based on the headlines. That's why I'm like, it's very important for you guys to
nothing showing
creators in the chats, go and repost on X. TikTok repost, share, all that stuff. Like it's so important for us to share this content for it to get out because MSM is not gonna report on this.
They said she was in the
grocery store. Be like, did you hear that Blake Lively's PGA
letter?
But
I think that this PGA letter, I think that like this legally, I think this is her downfall, and I think with other people in the industry, once they see this, and this is also gonna. I think this is also going to spill over to Ryan because what was that PR that was out yesterday where she's like, everything we do together. So did you guys write this insane letter together? I'm just asking questions.
It doesn't sound like Ryan's writing. Like he has more ego.
Did Ryan even know she did it? I just have a lot of questions.
Like she was up at 3 a.m. breastfeeding and was like super manic.
Oh, here it does. Right here, girl.
Where?
I manage the politics and HR concerns on a daily basis, acting as an intermediary to keep crew and cast engaged, safe, and on board. So she managed it. She's in charge of HR now. I totally forgot that I posted. Someone had pointed that out on my thing, and I reposted it. It said she was in charge of the HR concerns on a daily basis, but never filed an HR claim herself. This letter is comical. This letter is everything. This is like, there's going to be so much more, but this is like, this
Pull up the
colossal.
TMZ article that just dropped, that they're saying that just dropped. Oh my
There's
God.
another TMZ one.
Yes.
You've got to be kidding me.
Yes, it's on Taylor Swift. Because we're moving on to the Taylor Swift text, right? Or what's the next
Oh
slide?
my God. Why? Why do they do this?
I mean, we didn't really give Isabella too much smoke, but basically that was the gist of her stuff was basically like in hindsight. She even says in her deposition that she was biased, that she was like, she could have been biased or whatever in her deposition. Like she admits that she was looking at, and that's why I was like, felt validated, because I was like, I told y'all, like, so somebody skewed their view. And she even admits to it in this deposition that she was biased.
Okay, so you know this is coming from Lively though, because everything's.
Yeah, but go click on the actual article, because that's why I
No,
wanted.
I am. It says, oh, sorry, I wasn't sharing it. Sorry.
Look, that part right there. That part right there. Go down. The part that's highlighted right there. Taylor Swift is spinning the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni beef to look like she got betrayed by her former BFF Blake, but it looks like Taylor was all in on crapping on Baldoni. But let's pull up the Mandy Magnan clip. This is what Mandy Magnan said a couple months ago that that I pulled up so that we could
okay,
see.
so I didn't clip it. I just
It's between 6:30 to 8.
no, I did the time. So 6:13 and 8. So
you have to pull it up. I don't see it. Did it pull up in a different window? Mandy always clocks.
In his
can you hear it?
Yeah.
last letter, I won't give up my source, obviously, unless you make me. He's waiting. They have it. They have the text, and I'm going to read the message. One of the messages that was sent to me in this conversation this morning. And there are allegedly a lot more text messages than just the one of Blake Lively asking Taylor Swift to delete all of their messages. And this is what it says. Tay Swizzy was more involved in the penthouse incident than the innocence she claims. The rest was a shock to her. Essentially, Blake and Ryan were like, we don't like this guy. He's a douchebag. Help us F with him. Like, we want to ruin his week.
By the way, I posted this video in the chat. I just put a link in the chat, and I'm going to update the description right now with it. But should I put it on like 125? Okay.
So, okay, in Mean Girl style kind of stuff, you know, it's very Mean Girl-ish, but allegedly Taylor Swift had no idea that they meant ruin his life. So when she showed up at the penthouse, it was just, she thought, you know, shake him up a little bit, rattle him a little bit, because, you know, her bestie doesn't like him. She thinks he's a clown and a creep, as per Blake's own text messages. But then when she realized that they really meant to ruin his life, not just his week, she went running from them after that, because she wanted no part in this destruction of an innocent bystander. And that is why she's taken the path of silence and is playing ball with Justin's team, because it went too far. And it continues to go.
Okay, so yes, this is what was this, and other sources, because I have someone on TikTok that has been that had shared with me that these texts were going to come out and all that stuff. So, you know, there's validation there that, you know, their source was correct as well. But basically they're saying that she ran for the hills, but there is a text message right before the New York Times dropped where she says, and that's the one that TMZ is reporting on, where she says, oh, now he's acting like a little bitch and bringing out his tiny violin. So the story doesn't really add up that once she realized they were ruining his life, that she ran for the hills. But maybe she didn't know what the New York Times was actually going to say, because this is before it drops, right? This is December 4th or 5th. And maybe once it dropped, she was like, oh my gosh. And then maybe once she knew the other side, Justin Baldoni's side, she was like, holy crap. So in a way, I mean, I don't want no smoke from the Swifties. And I'm like, at the end of the day, why I'm not going to give Taylor Swift smoke when y'all ask me, because I know I did an edit and everyone's like, you know, put Taylor Swift in it, is because she at the end of the day has done the right thing. And I don't know if she fully has done the right thing until I see Wayfair's receipts and what she provided. But it seems like at the end of the day, she decided to join Baldoni's side, and there's going to be more texts coming out that she provided or whatever, and she gave information to. And yes, TS was involved in the Vanzan stuff. We're going to pull that up in a second too. So let's get to the text real quick. But in case anyone
slide or from here,
we can read them from here. Okay, so on April 12th, 2023. Lively asked her friend, the world famous musician Taylor Swift, for help, referring to Baldonas as this doofus director of my movie. She went on to describe him as a clown who thinks he's a writer now. She asked Swift to endorse the revised script she was proposing, even without having read it. You don't have to read it, of course. They said it's undisputed. They can't, the text is undisputed. What's disputed is that Lively asked Taylor to endorse the revised script without having. Can you scroll down?
Mm-hmm.
Can't read it. Okay. Without having read it. And I sent Taylor the script on her way to my apartment because Justin was still there, and I asked her to read them. I told her she didn't have to. I didn't want her to feel pressured to do that, but I hoped that she would. But either way, it's basically like, just back me up. And Mandy's source basically says that they just like wanted to fuck with him or scare him or whatever. So for them to be like, oh no, she was just at the penthouse, it was pretty much planned. Swift agreed to do Lively's bidding, texting Lively, I'll do anything for you. Lively and Taylor Swift met with Baldoni at Lively's apartment, where Swift endorsed the revised draft. Afterward, Lively wrote to Swift, you were so epically heroic today. I recapped every moment to Ryan. I kept remembering stuff. You making shit up about me and lenses and referring to yourself as my doll. This clown falling for all of it. Again, she fell for it. Remember the Reed Moreno language, falling for it. She wants people to fall for her things, but also resisting it. You are the world's absolute greatest friend.
Taylor.
So I think that these were provided. Well, it says BL's timestamp. So maybe that was from the Celebrite from BL's phone. But
yeah, no, it's from her phone. It's from her phone. But
because there was a part where she says, this is why the song Canceled is it says, I think that bitch knows. On December 4th and 5th, 2024, Lively and Taylor Swift privately discussed the forthcoming New York Times article Swift wrote.
Wait, where are you?
I'm just reading this off of X, that one post that I was telling you about. So it's number 347, I think. It's the one where it talks about him being a little bitch. I think this bitch knows something is coming because he's gotten out his tiny violin. So if you go look at the pre-chorus for Canceled, it's, did you make a joke only a man could? Were you just too smug for your own good? Or did you bring a tiny violin to a knife fight? Baby, that all ends tonight. So some people think, we should still be going after Taylor. But I don't know if this is about Blake or if it's about Justin Baldoni, the song. So I don't know. I have to sleuth it out more.
How did they know that it was in early December? Was there a date on that?
On which one?
It says a new legal docs.
It's under the those same disclosures that you were on, or the plaintiff's responses. It's number 347.
And it has the date?
Yeah, December 4th and 5th.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
They privately discussed the New York Times article.
The text message was revealed Tuesday as part of Blake's unsealed deposition. That wasn't her deposition, you moron. This is her 56.1. Why are they saying it's her deposition?
Yeah. According to the doc, Taylor was anything but an innocent bystander who was set up by Blake during her NYC. In fact, Taylor seemed to be involved in Blake's strategy, texting Blake. So they're trying to put it on Taylor, but I mean, I say all the smoke belongs to Blake. All the smoke belongs to Blake on this one. And the only reason why I'm not doing the same thing for Ben and Matt and all them is because they haven't publicly come out or defended or helped. Taylor and her dad have been helping Wayfair. So for me, that's like, okay, punishment is enough. Also, her man just lost the damn Super Bowl, and she's like got enough stuff going on, whatever. Like, her karma has already been got. I don't feel like I want to go after her. And especially because last time I spent 2 days boarding off Swiftie. So
that was crazy.
And all I said, okay, y'all, last time that they came after me, like death threats and everything, was it got to the point that a Swiftie was like, you better be careful of these Swifties because they like blah blah. So Swifties were trying to help me. That's how much. So it was like some Swifties were trying to help me and some were against me. All I said was that she had you remember when she went to the football game and she had that like black thing covering her, and I was like, oh, it was to avoid like being subpoenaed, LOL, like just joking. And literally, like, I had him in my DMs, I had him going to my TikTok, they were going all over the place. It was crazy. And this was on X, and they found me on TikTok to send me stuff. Wait, are you going to talk about the song Canceled? Well, I just did. I just said that
Yeah, she just
But
did. She referred to
it's that part.
that
It
quote,
says,
the
"Or
tiny
you're
violin
just too
quote.
smug for your own good, or brought a tiny violin to a knife fight." So that's what people were saying.
And this is in sharp contrast to the story from Taylor's team that she was set up and betrayed by Lively when she showed up at the penthouse. Taylor's team made the point Taylor Swift didn't know Justin was there and did not take sides. And then there's this on May 17th, 2024, Lively and Ryan Reynolds texted Matt and Lucy Damon asking them to support Lively's cut of the film. Reynolds told them Baldoni was a malignantly vain sociopath, feminist with almost no sense of boundaries or shame. I cannot believe he hasn't gone to jail. I can't believe they haven't gone to jail.
Gone to jail for what? Like,
for what? There's no crime.
There's like,
what's the
he hasn't
crime?
gone to jail for looking at somebody or like hugging somebody or saying somebody looks sexy. Like, I mean, I don't know. In Hollywood, are you kidding me? This is coming from Ryan, who made his kids say, like, a minor. They could have used a voice actor. She was in a costume. The kid pool was in a costume. They didn't have to use his actual daughter's voice. He made her practice it up to 500 times or more. Whatever. Some people say it was hyperbole, but what?
This is defamation.
From the people who are constantly talking about boobs and like body parts and like being inappropriate to interviewers or like reporters, whatever. Like, jail for what? Like, you would think like that's why they're trying to connect him to, I can't say it because I don't want you to get demonetized, but Mr. Island, if you all know who I'm talking about, they're trying to connect him to
it's
that.
so funny because people are calling her like Blakestein or something, but like I when I first read it, I thought it said Blakenstein, so that's what I call her. I'm just like, she's like Blakenstein. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I wonder if, I don't know, if Taylor's still friends with Blake, I'll give her smoke, but because I'm like, I wonder if they're friends, because it does seem like,
no, I don't think they're friends. I think that because this is shots fired from Blake Lively's team. You know, this is her. She's been sending them PR shit all day today. Sorry for swearing, but sorry. I need to drink more. I need a refill of my calming tea. But it says the same day Blake wrote Ben Affleck seeking his support, she described Baldoni as a chaotic clown director and said there was wild HR issues on set. She literally was like defaming them, not like this, like, I don't know if it would count in that case, but like, these are like
Anna Wintour and Bradley Cooper. Oh, Anna Wintour was already like on a thin string, but wow.
And then there's more. On May 30th, 2024, Blake was informed by the president of Sony Motion Pictures, who told Blake Baldoni's cut of the movie did better in audience testing. Blake responded, spoke with Colleen, the author of It Ends With Us. She feels like I do. Still full steam ahead with my cut. It's done from my perspective, from Colleen's and from Taylor's. The document is long, so story developing. Well, first of all, you idiots at TMZ, this is not her deposition, so I don't know why they were saying that. This is her 50. I already posted it in the chat, but this is let's go back to it. I have so many freaking tabs open, so let me just find. Okay, here we are. It is her 56
statement. They don't know. They don't read court docs. I mean, this is TMZ who.
It's long. Yeah, it is long. It's 259 pages, but you know what? It felt longer. It felt longer to read Lively's PGA letter. Hold on. Should I just text them that instead? I should tell them that.
But yeah, if you want to bring up the slide with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck and what we think about. Okay, so basically they were the ones who were like supporting her during the cut or whatever and allowing like.
I didn't see that. Oh, this one.
I think I pulled up
this one, right?
Yeah, Matt Damon.
Okay.
So this is where it says Lively urged Hoover as well as her famous friends Matt Damon, Lucy Damon. So there you see Lucy, Ben Affleck, Bradley Cooper, and Taylor Swift to support her version of the film over Baldoni's. If Justin, so this is where this is another Taylor Swift text. If Justin was strategic, he would be like, no Taylor Swift in the trailer, because that would give you more power over the film because it's your ally, not his. She was basically saying that Justin shouldn't allow Taylor's song on the film because if he was smart, he would say like no to that, because then that would give Blake leverage, which she was right because she did use it as leverage. And then I can't read the rest because our pictures are down there. But
sorry, hold on.
And then Lively responded, "You're so right. He should have run from your music. How stupid. This was his only shot at having the appearance of an upper hand." So I still didn't understand it in context, but I'm sure we're going to get those text messages because those are part of Wayfair stuff.
Okay, I just, speaking of spreading the truth, I need to post this on their stupid article really quick. Well, not their article. Where was it? Did they already take it off? Their
TMZ article?
yeah. I don't even see it on their thing anymore.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Taylor. Like, at the same time, it's like she didn't fight the unsealing of this because she was like, even though it makes me look bad, it's literally like you manipulated everybody into thinking he was a douchebag. And somebody in the comments earlier said, like, if that was my friend and they said that this so and so was a douchebag, whatever, I would also back him up. So I was like, fair. But I mean, and
Yeah,
it's
there's
all
one thing to
everybody.
back
She
them
did that
up.
to everybody. Look at Colleen. Like, she did that to everybody where they didn't know what was happening behind the scenes.
This is so bad.
Hold on real quick. I have to mute myself, okay? I'll be right
Okay,
back.
so let's keep going. So I'm going to go to a different slide now. Well, actually, hold on. I'm going to go to, sorry, we have a lot of things open. A lot of things we wanted to share. So let me, okay, this is totally the wrong thing. What is this one? Oh yeah, that was the PGA letter. Oh yeah, okay, so let me go.
Y'all, whoever's still on the stream, y'all, I just got some breaking news. I had to answer that call. We interrupt this program real quick. Can you pull up docketupdates.com?
Here, wait, why don't I pull up the court listener?
Pull up docket updates because she put the video on there. Pull up docket updates and it'll be right there on latest updates. The birthing video just dropped. So Karol just hit me up and she's like, dude, pull it up. She's wearing freaking shorts. She's wearing shorts under that.
Okay. So hold on. So, but latest news here, I'm on it. I went to latest news. Where do you see that?
Maybe right there. Let me text her and see where it's at. She said it's posted right at the top under latest news. Maybe it's before latest news. Is there a video? Remember how she did the video for wait, go up above. There's nothing up above the latest news. She's
What do
like,
you
oh
mean
my
above
God.
it?
No, it's not there. Go to home. All 5 videos. Maybe it's under the videos link.
No, that's
No?
motion for summary judgment.
Let me text her. But she said the video's up and she's like, I just put it up on
That's from forever ago.
That was from forever ago. Maybe she just said latest update. Let me text her. But she's
There's
like,
no-
girl, she's wearing black briefs.
It says latest news. There is no latest updates. Ask her what she's talking about.
Okay, let me text her.
Okay, so wait, should I go back to where was
Sorry,
I?
I didn't mean to interrupt, but I was like, what? Because remember,
I know we're gonna watch it. We have to ask her where it is though, because I don't see it there. So where was I? I was on something else. Hold on.
Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Let's play it, but I just don't see it. And by the way, this was because so remember when he made the unsealing order, he said that he was going to drop the opinion later because he didn't really have time. He had to make that unsealing order like ASAP so that the public has time to read the documents. So then he just dropped it 62 pages. And he said the audio video exhibits will be available via CD at the clerk of court. And I was like, who has a time machine? Yeah, I actually had a video saved for when we would have to do another CD thing. I wonder if I could pull it up real quick. Because I'm like, every time they have us use a CD, I feel like I'm just like, why are we using CDs now? Like, who actually has a CD player now?
Did somebody go and pick up the video from the courthouse? I wonder who got the video.
Well, someone must have, but there are a lot of people in New York right now. Because remember, there's people that were going to be going to the thing in 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Where did I save it?
It said it's loading. So let's see. Maybe we'll wait a little bit. What other slides do we have? We did the Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. I mean, she had dragons. She was like, this literally is I love Bohemian Diva when she's like, it's Cersei and Khaleesi and all this, and she like gave each person like characters like Littlefinger and everybody. Like, if y'all watch Game of Thrones, y'all should go watch her video on how she she gives each character like the same character in Game of Thrones, and it's actually like a legit breakdown because it is. It's like no, there is a video. It's just loading, she said. So hold on. Aw, thank you, Roses. We appreciate you guys too. She said, I appreciate you guys.
I wanted to show, I had this really funny video saved for next time we had a CD. Of course, it's going to be like, I did not like save it.
It's up, it's up, it's up, it's up.
It's up? Okay. Hold on. Where?
So
Where did she put it?
the Wayfarer filings are starting to come in right now, in real time right now. So we're getting the Wayfarer filings. That's why I was like, do we have any more slides to go
Yeah,
through?
we do. We have slides. Hold on.
Well, let's look at the video real quick, and then we'll finish out our slides and then see, because I know I want to get into all the Wayfarer stuff.
Okay, video. But I honestly, I do not see that. Okay, here we go. Video included.
You gotta change it.
Yeah. Okay, so do you want to read the thing first?
I can't read. It's too small.
Oh, it doesn't let me make it bigger. Let me see. What is that?
Make it smaller?
It doesn't let it make it bigger.
Wayfarer parties will be refiling materials that have been unsealed to the public. So that's just basically just telling that they're gonna, and we'll provide CDs to the whatever clerk's office.
Okay, it's really long. Oh, this is their unredacted one.
Filing. Yeah, this is the unredacted filing.
Okay, hold on. I want to go.
Video. Go to continue reading, then go down.
It's not up. Is this what you wanted?
Right there. No. Maybe it's at the end. Is it at the end of it? No. Just go to the. Let me just ask her again where it's at.
Ask her for a link, because this is crazy. This is a crazy town.
I was like, maybe it's in there.
It's
like,
not going to be in here. This is a filing, and this is not linkable. Like, you can't click this yet. It's probably updated for her and not for us. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not up yet.
Text me the
false alarm. Refill your teas. Remember last time we had this happen? This always happens with us with videos. But just a random funny story. If you guys, yeah, you want to see the Wayfarer stuff? Oh, what did Vague say? Your car has a CD player. Oh, your PG is both.
I'm gonna have to go in like probably like the next 30 minutes or so, 40 minutes maybe.
You have to go?
Yeah, I gotta make dinner. But I can probably stay on till for another hour.
Okay. Someone said Vague was so funny. Vague, I didn't see what you said. Somehow I missed it. Oh, here we go. Stupid attorney can't figure out how to use a Dropbox links and a Dropbox and hyperlink. I know. And actually it was, oh, you know what, CJ? It was Wayfarer. Remember in their filings, they do have the link. So this is why I don't want to do it from here. Let's just do it from the court listener. I don't know why we're doing it from court, this docket thing. Like, I get it. It's an amazing site, but it's probably in that document. That's why. You know how, because they are the ones who know how to do the hyperlinks.
I mean, you can go and find it. I just texted her to see. I think it's still loading. I think Lauren's going to go on too right now at 7.
Here. Because they're the ones, remember they did their MSJ, they had the links in theirs.
Wait, do you want to go through our slides while we wait? Or are you going to go try and...
Yeah, go do the slides here. Wait.
Send me the link.
Here, did you want to do that one?
She said it's up.
Girl, it's not.
She said, can we send her the link to the live so she can hop on? Let me see. You had sent it to me before. Let me find it.
Because they put theirs in hyperlinks. Do you look at the chat? I'm sure the chat knows. They probably already seen this.
But it was just a CD, so that's why I was like, I don't think it got filed in there. I think it was a CD.
Well,
somebody got it.
Ask her where the link is. I don't see it.
I'm just gonna have her pull it up on her computer, I guess.
Well, why isn't she?
I just sent her the link to the live so she could just pull it up or come on and share her screen.
Oh no, here they are. We don't have to do that. No, it's fine. Look, right here. This is what happened last time. So see, they're drop boxes.
Oh, it's a hyperlink.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because Wayfair knows how to do this. They're not like those dummies over at like Lively's camp. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah. Wait, can you pull off the comment?
Oh, hold on.
Thank you, Carol, for the tea. You're like, the tea's dropping right now. Where are the shorts? Oh, you're muted, Carol.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, snap.
Is the shorts coming up?
You have to see at the beginning. Hello, hello.
Is it right at the beginning? Did we miss it already?
Yes, it's right at the beginning, and you see the black briefs. Okay.
There's a few videos, so maybe it's one of the other ones.
No, it's right there. It's right there. Can you slow down the speed? You see where it says 1.0? Change it. Yeah, slow it down. Right around here. Hi guys, the video's up on my page on docketupdates.com under latest news if you guys want to go see it there.
We tried.
We didn't see the link. We just saw the. Was it loading?
Yes, it was
Oh,
loading.
it's gonna be here somewhere. Let's see.
Right there.
But
Okay,
here,
slow it down. Right there. You see the underwear?
Yeah, rewind it a little bit. You can see the black chonchons.
hold on.
Right as Justin walks in, you see the black undies, the little black briefs. I mean, that's what they call them, black briefs. That's what they are. Look, now go a little bit forward, a little bit more, and boom, you see that they're undies right there too, on the side. Right there, you see them go into her legs.
Totally. She's a freaking disgusting liar. And but she admitted that she was wearing these in the Jed Wallace. Yeah, and then we don't see it anymore, right?
No.
Dang, DFJ, I love, like, you went hard. She's like, she's a disgusting liar.
She is like, this is not naked. She's not naked because it doesn't make sense for her to be naked. First of all, remember, she's in charge of everything. Remember? And second of all, there's no baby coming out. Why would she actually be nude? It makes no sense. It is literally the dumbest argument.
She's offended because it's implied nudity. Like, girl, please.
It's implied nudity because she's acting. Someone said make it bigger. Is that bigger?
Yeah, that's bigger.
Okay, here.
So you could see the black briefs right there,
Can you
guys.
make it small? Wait, let's see.
And she's wearing a fake belly, so she's covered. She's covered.
Can you see it at all at any other point, or is that just the only point you can see it?
That's really the best shot they have.
It's weird because when they do that like that, it like you can't see the. It's better like this, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Like
Right
you
there,
can
yeah,
see.
you can see it. It's like, what? And
Have
it's
you
covering
seen-
it like full. I thought it was gonna be like a tiny little strip, maybe. It looks like a full brief covering her privates.
Yeah, it's definitely underwear. Like you can see that right there. It's not even like.
And you
Why
can see
would-
it on the sides right there on her leg too.
This is and you see the black. Yes, you see the black right there on their side. So they look
Yeah.
like little undies. You know, like little briefs. That's what they are. They're briefs. And they may be called modesty garments too. But look, you see.
You guys
it
see right here? Oops.
Mm-hmm. What's the chat saying? Are they just gagged?
Guys, what
can
do
see
you
the
guys
shirt.
think? Hi everyone. Sorry, I just came in for the video. Like I was like, let me just come in real quick.
Well, we appreciate the
Heads up,
instant.
'cause
And
I was like,
it's-
wait, what? Because I saw you calling me and I was like, let me mute it because I don't know what she's calling.
But you guys, there's more. There's more videos.
Those are the old ones.
They posted the old ones.
Yeah, those are the old ones. So this is the only one that was redacted before.
Oh, so this was when, oh, I see. So this
So-
was originally in the, okay.
So I'm going to add that to the homepage as well, like all of the 6 video. Yeah, there was 5 videos that they made available. That first one was redacted.
So, because CJ and I, this was the MSJ drop night where we like stayed up till midnight. We were delirious. And yeah, and it took us forever to get the Dropbox ones, but I remember that now because at least Wayfair uses hyperlinks and they use like a Dropbox, whereas like Ezra takes a freaking CD that you need like a time machine to go pick up down at the courthouse and use. And apparently, when Blake Lively's team files videos, they only need like 5 copies of that CD to give to the clerk. I mean, it's just like it's absolutely so Karol, of everything you've seen today, what is your, by the way, I'm DFJ. I met you before on
Yes, met before last live. How are you?
Good. What of everything you've seen, because she does docket updates, we always link them in the chat, and we were just looking at it. What is your like top 3 most insane things from today?
I think the Isabella comments.
Insane.
I like literally you could look back at any comment if you change your mind about a person and then just changes the way that you see that person. I don't ever think that she intended any of these things were so off to her until someone starts talking smack about them. Then you're like, oh, well, this is like this. But even then, they are such a stretch for her to call them inappropriate. That was wild. That was absolutely wild for me.
Well, and also when she said the part about I want to make sure I remember exactly, but she said like Justin was in the car with Alex and like told him, I hope you get to know. Did we lose her?
Oh no, I'm here.
Oh, you're here. We lost CJ. Oh, CJ.
Oh, I somehow like it glitched.
So when she was in the car, what she said when Alex was in the car with Baldoni, and Baldoni's like, oh, I hope you get to like really like get to know Isabella or whatever, and then like did a wink at him.
That is a wild characterization. I think only if you intend to see that person in a bad light, then anything they do will be in a bad light. Oh, they high-fived off. They did something wrong. I mean, you can be annoyed about everything. I don't know how she'll get a job after this. Because I feel like any set, I think like this message is specifically for the entertainment industry. Any set that she steps on, everybody has to walk on eggshells about how they interact with her. Because if she feels slightly off, she has now seen how to manipulate, how to put things out there. I think she's just too much of a liability for any production person. So that was my first one. My second one was Blake Lively and Taylor Swift text. I think Taylor Swift, I think I don't know how we got there to that conclusion of like, oh, Taylor Swift is trying to distance herself. I think her and Blake Lively are one and the same.
But when was their last text though together?
I mean, we don't know. However, we do know that she knew the NYT article was coming out. Mm-hmm. She knew it. And what did she say? She said, JB is a B, and he's pulling out his tiny violin. And I'm just like, what do you mean?
She didn't know all the other stuff. My theory is that she turned once the lawsuit info website dropped. Once she realized like everything that was happening, once the dragon text, I think that's when she turned.
Sure. I mean, she may be upset about, I think, getting it out public, but I think that she has made it very clear that she's like Blake Lively. Because it's interesting. Don't look at how you want to twist it. Just look at the evidence. She said these things. She knew the NYT was going to pose Justin as a sexual predator. Mm-hmm. She knew it. And she was like, his little tiny violin. He's going to feel sorry for himself.
Well, I could see her still believing it then, but I don't think they're still good because we were reading even this is TMZ.
Yeah,
You know,
look,
this is from
how it's way. This is like definitely like war on Taylor.
this is
from
shots
Lively
fired,
Cement.
in my opinion, from
It's the
what's her
first
face?
beginning line where she says, go all the way up to the very first line. It says, Taylor's trying to act all innocent, right? Look,
Mhm.
Taylor Swift is spinning the Blake Lively beef to look like she got betrayed by her former friend, but it looks like Taylor was all in on crapping on Baldoni. And from what we're hearing from sources or whatever is that she's working with the Wayfarer parties now. So that's why I was like, I ain't gonna give her no smoke. If
Where did
she's
you say that?
Mandy Magnan said that she had a source a couple months ago.
I don't think she is, guys. She worked with Stephanie Jones to get this to
Let's pull up that slide real quick. The Ashely slide.
To look at just the facts that we know. She helped him take over. Taylor Swift says, I need to have my projects be mine and people need to respect that and not, like whenever she had her master, didn't have her masters, right? Those belong to me. She treasures that. But when it comes to other people, she did not treasure that. She didn't care what happened to Justin. She was just like, oh, I'm your ally, Blake. Second move. She hyped that NYT article with like, oh, he's going to be sorry for himself with his little tiny violin. And then she wrote a song about that.
And then she was a connection. I forgot about this. Pull up the slide that says Stephanie Jones real quick, DFJ.
Oh yeah, hold on. Wait, isn't it? I have isn't it just a 56.1?
No, it's the slide that I made that says Jones versus Abel, that Van Sham. She connected them.
Okay, hold on.
It's on Canva. It should be on Canva. I think it's like slide 12.
No, but isn't it just this one or no?
So
yeah, but then it has Ashley's pictures and stuff. Or did you delete that slide? This is where it says, I had just put it all on a slide. It says, in or about August 2024, Baldoni's former publicist, Stephanie Jones, and Lively connected through a mutual acquaintance who just so happens to be, I had pulled up her picture. It was Ashely Avignone, I think is her name. Who she went to the Super Bowl. Oh, there it is. Approached by Ashely Avignone, who advised Miss Lively that Jones has a phone which contains the most disturbing messages she's ever read in her 20 to 30 plus years, that Miss Lively deserved to see what had been done to her and that Jones wanted to share these messages with her. So that was in August of 2024 before the Vanzan Subpoena. So now we know that it was a Van Sham.
Van Sham Shampina.
Okay, but still, she still goes out with her in October. She still supports her in December.
See, that's what's crazy. So in December, but then she doesn't invite her to the Super Bowl in January.
So that's where this is where she's like, oh, I got to distance myself. That doesn't mean they're not friends. That doesn't mean they're not similar in characteristics, in how they operate, in how they treat others. Look at private text messages and how they treat other people. It's very clear. Look how she's referring to Baldoni.
Well, okay, so I could see her believing Blake's BS, okay, about like, oh, he was being a creep and all this stuff. Like, you didn't see whatever. I could buy that because a lot of people still, believed the whole New York Times article. But something obviously, because it was Valentine's Day when her dad called Friedman, right, to let him know about what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think because there was at some point, it seems like Lively, asked Taylor to delete their texts. And then and she's like, so something had to have happened, in my opinion, between December and
here goes my spin on that. Or
okay.
Just a story that Taylor spun so that she could get out of the subpoena, right? Because they would ask her any texts that include the name Baldoni, any texts that include Wayfair, any text that includes the name It Ends With Us. So we don't know what kind of communications Taylor could have had with other parties outside of Blake. She could have had them with Sony. She could have had them with WME. And she didn't want that out there. So what does she have to do? In order to not have to turn that over, that she had her own conversations with her own people, that whatever takeover, because she's obviously comfortable giving Blake Lively what she wants. That is
but,
what
like,
we know.
to say extortion, to like, I mean, she had her dad basically say that like Lively was extorting her. I mean, that's like a huge, that's like a huge jump.
If Taylor Swift is really offended by her, she would have definitely done something to separate herself from even being the speculation that they're still friends.
I mean, Roses is saying that sure, all that stuff happened in February, but was that after the New York Times lawsuit? Or was that the February before? I always get confused. Me and DFJ were trying to do the timeline, and I kept going.
No, he did say that. You're right. He said that the extortion happened at months, like it was like 4 to 5 months or 5 to 6 months earlier. But wait, so but here, when did Taylor say
months after this? She last texted her what, in December?
Well, that's what this is saying.
But the Super Bowl was that following. Was it the following? Is it the
It's
Super Bowl?
January. Super Bowl is January.
Is it Super Bowl 2025 or Super Bowl 2024? I'm like messed up on the years now.
2025.
So that's what I'm saying. That was after.
Yeah,
December 2024. It was after that.
That's why I think that it was once she discovered the lawsuit info and found out all the background info that her friend had been lying to her, and she tried to take over the movie.
And also,
that is not anything that we see though. Like that to me is just a ploy to not have to turn over her text messages to other people to help Blake Lively assume that takeover.
Okay, so Karol, then what about, or CJ, both of you, what about when was it that she stopped being the godmother or whatever to to the kids, remember?
It's just, I don't think we received.
I mean, that was like hearsay. We don't know if that was just dropped by whose camp.
Yeah, but there's no confirmation. Guys, this is Blake Lively's dragon. Right. She's one of the most powerful people in the world. And you're telling me she's scared of Blake Lively? No. Those two statements.
So you want smoke for Taylor Swift is what you're saying, that she still deserves to have smoke. Because you missed the part where I said I ain't giving her no smoke because she's working with Wayfair and helping them with tax and all that.
I don't think she is. I don't think Wayfair wants smoke with her either, because she is a powerful friend. But it doesn't make sense. If Blake Lively sees Taylor as a dragon, as one of the most powerful people in the world, and all of a sudden now the chips are in Blake Lively's favor and she's the powerful one, no, you have to ask yourself what we know for sure. What do we have documented in writing that we have proof of? I get it.
Is Wayfair going to come out with more stuff? Because there might be more text coming out. Because I know that somebody had texted me that there's more text and that
I just wanted you guys to see the video. I'm gonna hop off because I have to keep posting everything. But ask yourselves, where is this messaging coming from? That Taylor Swift is innocent, that she's not friends with Blake Lively, when we haven't seen any text or any statement from the most powerful person in the world. Like,
so who's doing this? Who's doing this article? Who's doing this article?
How did Wayfair get the text though? Are those texts
they have been produced by Blake Lively?
Yeah, in the subpoena by Blake Lively. But Karol, who did this TMZ article then? Because this has Blake's fingerprints all over it.
What do you mean? This doesn't look great for Taylor Swift.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It has Blake's fingerprints all over
Taylor under the bus, like saying like, "Oh, Taylor's trying to act all innocent. She ain't that innocent."
Yeah,
it sounds like it's coming from Blake's camp.
I don't think so. Scroll up. Look at the title of the thing.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get to it.
I love the debate though, because I literally was like, "I'm not going to give her no smoke," and now I'm like, maybe.
No. Maybe. Look. It does not pose Taylor as someone weak. It supports Blake Lively's thing. Why is Taylor allowing Blake Lively to pose as if Taylor is also against Baldoni? I don't think we have seen any proof that she supported Wayfair.
She's not an innocent bystander, like the way they say,
Yeah, but Taylor's anything but an innocent bystander. They want smoke on Taylor. It could be Wayfair that wants smoke, but I don't know. I feel like Wayfair doesn't want no smoke.
Karol, I'm putting Karol. She's docket updates. I'm putting her link in the chat because like she runs this amazing website. If you ever have a second, I have to ask you how I can upload PDFs on my website for this land I'm trying to save with these animals because I can't figure it out. But
yeah, just let me know.
yeah, but honestly, you guys, so she has a lot of stuff there and all the depositions, like you can see their faces, which helps a lot of people. So yeah, we definitely don't want to like keep you if you have to do other stuff, but I want to make sure I give you your shout out, before.
Oh, thank you. I am trying to increase my followers on YouTube. So if you guys haven't followed me yet, if you don't mind, can I plug myself in?
Yeah, here, I'm going to put you, I'll put you, because I'm following you. I don't think.
Oh, yeah, I just started following you too. I just realized like I am following people on my personal, but my docket updates one, I'd love to increase it.
Okay, so I'm putting this on the
chat. Appreciate it. Yes,
you guys, she's gonna be in New York for the trial, so make sure y'all follow her because she's gonna go probably live.
I just put your YouTube. So there you go.
Thank you. Yeah, I am going to be at the trial. I'm going to record leading up, going over there. There's several other people that are going to go there, so we're going to try to make some content for you guys. But also think about the messaging. Taylor Swift is the most powerful entertainment person. She could stop Blake from using these narratives, but she is not stopping her. Think about why.
Okay, so Carmina wants you to name your third thing before you go.
Oh, my third thing. Okay, so it's
damn, Carl, you went way back. He was like, she had 3 things. She missed one.
I'm so rattled. Yeah, I was like, I'm so rattled about the Taylor Swift thing. Let me think.
Okay, I'll say mine.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, what blew my mind for that PGA letter?
Oh my gosh,
I can't even get over that.
That is such a good one. Really, really good. The PGA letter. You know what? If Taylor Swift wants to call her, boss girly or girl bossy, and people think that term is very lame now for an actual entrepreneur. I think Blake Lively seems like a groveler. She's groveling, blaze, 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 in that letter. And she seems so, I don't know what other word to use other than, and the way that she grovels to me was disturbing.
It was insane. I was like,
she wrote it at 3 a.m. Did you clock the time that she wrote it at 3 a.m.?
And coming from a person that is complaining about professionalism. Do you know what I mean? Like the ironies in this is insane. Like the ironies that they are holding JB to, that they cannot fulfill themselves. The way they talk about people, the way that they carry about their own business, it's insane.
Well, I feel like this needs to get around because I think this is what people don't understand. Like this is what buries her. This is how she's not going to get work. This exposes her. She admits to everything she was doing on a set. What a absolute nightmare she was.
She took everybody's jobs. This is why everybody has a certain job. You're not,
and she was head of PR. She's head of PR, and then like is now, or sorry, head of HR, and then like is now saying, if she didn't file an actual complaint, she managed the politics and HR concerns on a daily basis. Where's then why don't you have any documentation of this alleged SH? She's done. She's absolutely done. So
I hope all of them are done. Honestly, I hope the entertainment industry is watching this and know that we do not want to see Brandon Sklenar. We do not want to see Isabella. We don't want a Blake 2.0 in the industry.
No, nope. Isabella's done. Go back to waitressing.
Yeah, or do something else, but not the entertainment industry.
Mm-hmm. You're like, do something else. Nah, she's gonna go back to the job she left. We were laughing when Blake said, "I called people's bosses to let them go," and I'm like, "Yeah, that was her boss at the restaurant."
No, she begged. Oh. She always says, "I begged this, I begged that." I was like, you just need to replace the word "begged" all in this letter with blackmail or extort or bothered or you know what I mean? It was like begged is like code word for like. What did she do?
She groveled, and I'm like, I kind of believe her. She probably did grovel, but
This sounds like a really manic bipolar episode by Blake that just went like, but obviously
This is
maybe not. because
deliberate. This is not bipolar. This is deliberate. This is deliberate manipulation and just it
I
reveals who she is.
Triangulation. I think the word is triangulation. The way that she triangulates is mind-boggling, really. You could see it. I mean, even in her PGA letter and the moves that she pulled. I will report more tomorrow. When
report more tomorrow. This Jen Abel one just draw. Oh my god, I need to look at this. Is going to be
which
the
one?
Jen Abel one is going to be crazy. I want to see Vanzan. I want to see depositions from Vanzan.
And we just found out that Isabella got deposed, or she got served with the not deposed, but she got served with the like in Jones versus Abel. She remember what Sarah clocked the other night, Karol?
Oh
that
yeah,
that Isabella got served in the Jen versus Abel case. So somehow Isabella is involved now in the Jen versus Abel case. We don't know if it's
Girl, am I just buying these right now? Did I just buy all these exhibits?
Are you
no,
buying
I don't think you can. I think you have to do them one by one because there's so many.
I think I just bought all these.
No, it's not possible. It's too much. It's too much. That's why it's been so hard to upload stuff today because it's so hard to, you can't unload these. Do you want to start from the top? You have to do it individually because it has so much.
Okay. I've never had it do that. Usually when I see the check mark, it means I bought it.
No. You have to put view, download it or something.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
here's like I want to see Jen Abel.
stopping by because I know you're like super busy.
Yeah.
So
thank you, Karol. Thank you, Karol.
I feel so lucky.
I will message you all and thank you for letting me be manic.
No, we appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Too. That's why we're like, when I saw your call, I was like, hold on, let me answer this.
I was like, well, CJ and I had been talking about this, so I'm like, I need to call CJ. But anyways, yeah, thank you for letting me come on your show, and thank you so much for sharing your guys' platforms and letting me kind of be a little manic on here. I really appreciate it.
You gave us a lot to think about, and the chat even said like, thank you for giving us food for thought.
Thank you.
I know. I hopefully look. Sometimes I think I'm very opinionated, and also I don't mean to talk over people, and sometimes I don't realize that I'm doing it. And especially with this Taylor Swift stuff, I'm just like, no. Where's this messaging coming from? That she's innocent, that she's not friends with Blake. She's powerful. She could tell us herself, and she's choosing not to use that power. And Blake is still leveraging those titles to help her. Sure, they don't make Taylor look good, but what they definitely don't do is make Blake look bad. So why would Taylor allow that? Taylor has sent messaging to us about how she feels about the Wayfarer party. She says, focus on the stuff that's at hand. She said that. She said those were exact comments coming from her camp. They weren't like, hey, we're working with Wayfarer.
Well,
you know who that is.
And whenever there was that article where they did comment, and the times that they have come, meaning Taylor Swift camp has come to actually comment, they have disparaged Wayfarer. They had said, that's not what we said. We said this.
That's true when they replied.
And so just think about that messaging. They just don't want to lose the Taylor Swift support. And right now is when we need as much support to Wayfarer and not confused messaging that they're working. Until we see a statement from where we see clearly how Taylor Swift is working with them, I think, okay, then we have the evidence that shows that she is. But I don't think we've seen that.
Well, I like having a good like conversation and looking at all sides, and like I don't know exactly what's going on, but I love hearing like everyone's side, and we definitely appreciate it, but we'll let you go so you can go. Girl, you got to look at this. There's so much that's just dropped.
Oh, I know. Okay, so are you going to start from the top and I can start from the bottom? That way.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to put it all on you, but that way.
That's fine. I'll get the ones from the bottom. That's fine.
Okay, so I'll go all the way. I don't know how many are there, but let's just say if it's 180, I'll go all the way to about.
Do you use the recap extension also?
Yeah, I do have it.
Yeah, that's what I use too. Okay, so that's good. So I just like it because then everyone gets it.
Yeah,
so
it was so cool today watching DFJ buy them because I couldn't get them on Court Listener, and then she'd purchase it, and then I'd show up automatically on Court Listener.
Okay, so I'll do from 180 all the way. Just text me. You could share my number with her, CJ.
Okay, I will.
Okay. All right. Bye,
Love
guys.
you. Thank you.
Love you. Okay.
I
Bye.
love you. Bye.
Carol,
So real quickly, I want to just
Carol's gonna write the PGA letter of all the work she did for
I want to just
called
quickly
CJ.
CJ, I want to quickly shout out Kay Bella because she gave us a super chat. She said,
Thank you,
Taylor
Kay
Swift
Bella.
writes literally everything. She says, nothing is a sign of support. Oh, her saying nothing is a sign of support. What aren't we getting? So I love Kay Bella, and thank you so much. We really appreciate the support and the super chats. Like, well, I should just honestly, I should just call it like my pacer fund now because like this is what we have to do. And I really let me just make sure I do it on the right screen. I like using the extension because then everyone gets it when we buy it,
And a lot of people don't know that, so that's why I was like, yeah, y'all, like I watched it in real time as she was buying them. Then I got access, so I was like, thank you to everyone who's spending money on Pacer because it's not cheap.
Yeah, but this is like I think that's important for the public to have access to all this information, and especially this community, the Team Truth community, because like it gets out there and everyone breaks it down and everyone finds something different. And I think like all of our like the justice system should be completely like transparent, and so I hate when there's like a barrier to access. It drives me nuts. So also, CJ, really quick, I need to refresh. Can you just like hang in there for 1 second while I refresh? Will it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll kick us both out, but
Oh, I hope not. This might end, you guys, if I'm gonna reload.
no, I think even if once you started it, even if you accidentally boot out, it'll let you come back in.
Okay, so just stay on, okay?
Yeah.
I'm reloading.
Okay, I'm still here, so she's reloading. Y'all, thank you so much for all the super chats and for hanging out with us. I still have not eaten dinner, so I'm gonna be heading out here in a few, but I
Hi.
appreciate everybody coming in. Hey.
Because none of the chat was loading at all on mine, and then the sound was getting mixed up. I don't know if it was like your mic or having the 3 mics, or I don't know, but I'm just
okay.
But it
I'm
sounds
gonna
good
be up all night catching up. Yes, Jungle. I think we all are. I'm pretty sad. I'm about to make some coffee, eat some dinner. I want to munch. I want to get like snacks and stuff and like munch and like really like not enjoy it because this is not enjoyable, but like really because this is about to be Wayfair stuff. Like I feel like it's gonna be like, okay, we went through our blood pressure. Like now it's like the fun, like the popcorn, I hate saying fun on this case because it's like real people's lives. So I'm sorry.
No, it is. But also this is again, the sunlight is the best exposure, like this is finally all getting out there. Now we're getting Wayfairs too. You guys, people in my chat who know, like I am doing that thing to save the wildlife corridor. And tomorrow we literally have a whole news crew coming to my house and we're walking the land. I'm taking them to the land. This is the second or third time I've done this. And so like, it's like crazy timing. Cause I was like, I have so much to prepare for that, but like, all I want to do is read these. CJ, can we do like 1 or 2 more exhibits and then we go?
Yeah. No,
do you have any final thoughts?
I have time. What?
Or do you want to do final thoughts? Or do you want, I want to look, I literally want to see, let's just
take a peek. Cause I know Lauren's going on too. So I didn't want to like,
what time is she going?
I guess in a little bit. She was supposed to go on, I think at 7:30, but I think she's gonna go on here in a little bit. But
okay, so this is the Vanzan.
Real quick before
we
go, can I plug? If y'all aren't following me over on TikTok, y'all, I made some really dope edits. There's one that's like support of Justin Baldoni. That's a really, really good one. And then
throw it in the chat, CJ. Throw your
FU Blake and crew. It's To Hit 'Em Up by Tupac. It's a really good one. So
throw the link in the chat.
Edits. Let me post them. I'll post them in the chat.
Okay. Okay, so we have 2 Vanzan things from the Jen Abels. One is a subpoena. Oh, I only see that one. Still, I think we need to look at this. Where'd it go? Okay, I'm pulling this up. Do you put your link in the chat?
I'm just trying to text it to myself. Hold up.
Okay, I'm gonna pull this up then.
Yeah, go ahead.
So,
but we can't play it here because I don't want you to get copyrighted. So y'all just
okay,
go
yeah, just put the link though to your TikTok so people have it. Oh, look at this. All Gen X said thank you. Well, thank you. Thank you for being here and thank you for supporting. Oh, look, Jungle Vet Jill said, I wanted to mention about the wildlife. Make sure the range of the sheep or whatever is endangered. If the range 200 km, 200 km and they are only found in 1 km of property, show that they can go there. Girl, you're gonna be really sad. Trust me. So we do. They literally one of the roads that they're trying to make the main access road it's part of their path. They're there every day, and there's so much footage of it. And we called the Fish and Wildlife, and we called the their bighorn, like a bighorn, like that tracks them. And both of them said that there's nothing that they can do because of this new law, this like housing law crap. And they said it's sad and it's terrible. And also they said something with like the new administration or something, they cut their funding that where they could have normally protected them. So we're literally screwed. They said that these sheep, they're going to get displaced or they're going to die, and they're federally protected. So that's part of the story for we're doing tomorrow. But I've already gotten the front page of our paper. I've already had NBC cover us, and so
For some reason, I'm blocked from putting links. Let me send it to you in the private chat, and then you can put it.
Okay.
I tried to link something, and it blocked me.
We do have government for wildlife conservation, but they cannot do anything. This law trumps everything. It takes all the red tape out for quote unquote affordable housing. And so they said the only thing that they actually are allowed to do anymore is they could put up a fence to keep the sheep from coming down the hill. It doesn't delay anymore. I'm telling you. A delay for 3 years until there's a change. Yeah. Well,
she's
we're
been
trying
on this for a while, y'all.
Yeah, and honestly, we got enough money. We have a legal team now. We're fighting it. But like your girl DFJ here, I am doing like as much as possible. We're doing so much press. Well, I'm doing. Do you guys want to know a really crazy thing I'm doing? This is just total side. We're totally sidetracked now. But I'm trying to actually change the street name that they're trying to use. I'm trying to change that street name to Bighorn Sheep Crossing because it's literally a Bighorn Sheep Crossing, and that alone is like now they're trying to charge me a lot of money to do this, but we have all the signatures, and like I'm telling you, it's gonna be insane. But so tomorrow I'm doing that for a few hours, and I still have to like a few hours tonight I have to prepare. So it's like my I feel like my day's getting so short because I feel like there's like I still have over 100 exhibits I still need to sleuth out. You guys, this one's crazy to me. This is the subpoena for Vanzan. This supposedly is the subpoena that was served on Stephanie Jones for Vanzan. Have you guys seen this yet?
I think we've seen that one. I mean, no, maybe not. Maybe we haven't seen this one.
No, this one that was served to Stephanie
actual
Jones.
subpoena. Is this the actual subpoena?
The documents sought by Vanzan Inc. are material necessary to the above.
Finally, the Vanzan subpoena.
I think so because I think that before we only had the lawsuit, and I'm all over that stuff.
Yeah, this is from Vanzan. Yeah, I don't think we've seen this one.
This is new. This is for sure new. And also, why does it need all these names? The term Lively Reynolds, Betty Buzz, Family Hive, Blake Brown, Aviation Gin, Mint Mobile. All of these names are in the subpoena. Okay, Schedule B.
Okay, the start of the breakdown, the start of Taylor Swift's and Blake Lively's breakdown. Here, let me send this to you. So she was talking about Blake, and there's some new text that just dropped. Hold on, let me send them to you. Somebody just send them to me.
Okay, do you want to read this or no?
I mean, we can read. How many pages is that one? 9? Because I'm like, I feel like the Taylor T is probably
okay. So where's the Taylor T?
Let me send it to you.
Are you putting it in the private chat?
Yeah.
It's a TikTok. Does it have songs?
It's a TikTok. Let me see if I could just screenshot it and then just send you the screenshot. Times are shown in GMT 5. Okay, hold on. Where are you? Oh, I can't put pictures in the chat. Okay, let me just message it to you then. And then you can
just give it to text DM it. Just text me.
Yeah.
Are you gonna text it or DM?
Yeah, I'm texting it.
Okay. Oops. How's the chat doing, you guys?
Sorry, y'all.
In there?
Damn. Okay. Where'd the screen recording? I mean, where'd the screenshot go?
Okay, so Michelle says that Lauren is late for a live. Well, I'm one of her mods, so I want to make sure I'll be there at
Okay, let
some
me
point.
just screenshot it again. Hold on.
Okay, so while you're screenshotting it and sending it, just let me know when it's sent. I just want to see what this subpoena says because Vanzan's still a big deal. She never even fought back.
Yeah, if you want to do Vanzan, we can do Vanzan.
No, I'm waiting for your thing. We can do Taylor for sure, girl. We'll do Taylor. I'm just waiting to get your screenshot.
Okay, hold on. Let me go grab it. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, read it.
Okay. Oh, this is so cute. Wait, hold on. Let me go back. Oh, where's my StreamYard? Oh, the regular comments. Oh, okay. So it says, okay, I just got it from you. Carmina says, yay, that's awesome, DFJ. Yeah, I mean, and CJ knows, like, there's so much wildlife where I live. Like we have everything, like bobcats, like all these animals are going to get wiped out. Like, it's a total, like, wildlife corridor. But CJ was I was on the phone with her when, like, a hummingbird was in my house. Like, I have so many hummingbirds. And CJ, do you remember when you helped, like, when that hummingbird, like, we couldn't get it? Oh my God. And I saved it. It was fine. It got out. But I had rescued it from the pool earlier, which something had been wrong with it already if it was, like, in the pool, because that never happens. And it was fine. And, like, it was, it survived. But then, like, as soon as I went to let it out, it flew back in. And then CJ was on the phone with me. We were trying to find it. But I'm just saying, like, there's all the time. There's so much wildlife, like, everywhere. And all of it's going to get wiped out. And it's just so sad.
That's why I'm like, damn, Blake O'Reilly's got us over here, like, busy with, like, we got important stuff to do, and she's got us over here dealing with her dang, 10-page PGA letter at 3 a.m. Okay, pull up the text, because it's
okay.
Basically the full breakdown of Taylor and Blake's relationship here. So that's how I was like, wait, let's hold up, let's see what
filing is this?
I have no idea, but she just screenshotted it. Is it too small?
It might be too small, but whose texts are these with?
Can you just pull it up? It's same girl, different time. I can message her. Can you just pull up the screenshot and see if
yeah. Hold on. I have to download it, and then it makes you how it makes you do the image thing and image file.
Can I start reading it?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, it says, hey, just checking in. I have no reason to ask, but I don't know. I've been feeling like I should. Is everything okay? I felt like a bad friend lately because I was such a sad sack who only talked about my own shit for months. You were generous to not only be the key person there for me during all of it, but also to let me off the hook for being so in it. But I still have a feeling something may not be right. I told Ryan, so this is Blake, y'all. He said to just
let you zoom in on this. It's so annoying.
I told Ryan, well, y'all can hear my beautiful voice. I'm just kidding. Read a lot. Okay. I told Ryan, he said to just ask you. But I felt so stupid and like it sounded needy and awkward for everyone, especially because I just can't explain why I have this feeling. So this was December 4th. This was the same day as so this is context probably to the tiny violin. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's see.
Does this look bigger? Can you see it?
A little bit. Can you zoom in more?
Oh, hold on. It's this one. Oh yeah, now it's way big. Hold on. Okay.
Okay, right there. Okay. And I have toxic masculinity, so I can be needy. And then she's got like a little funny face. But also, I do want to know everything is good, so I'm asking. I always wanted the opportunity to be a better friend. If there's something I unintentionally did, I know how busy and taxed you are, physically, emotionally, practically, so I don't expect any more from you ever. Just want to make sure we're all good. And then Taylor says, no, you're not wrong, but it's also not a big deal. I think I'm just exhausted in every avenue of my life, and in recent months have been feeling a little bit off shift in the way that you talk to me. Oh, yes, there has been a lot of the justice stuff, but I've been through things like this before, and I know how all-consuming it is. It is more like, and I feel really bad saying anything about this because your texts have been so nice in their intent, but your last few, it's felt like I was reading a mass corporate email sent to 200 employees. You said the word we like 18 times, and it feels awful to be in any way critical of any way you process what you've been through, but I just kind of miss my funny, dark, normal speaking friend who talks to me as herself. Not
What's the date? What's the date of this?
This is on the December 4th. The one that we were trying to say that, remember, this is the same as the New York Times, the tiny violin.
Oh
the tiny violin.
Keep going.
So let's just see if it's in here. Wait, where is it?
Oh, here, I have it.
a plural unit that is a group, when it is a group, I'm hearing from, I feel distanced from you even more than we are geographically. And then it's a bunch of redacted. And I know you feel attacked from all sides for ridiculous reasons. So you're feeling like you have to overly explain things or be overly nice or whatever. But it's me. That's just caused a little
Hold on,
distance.
where are you? Hold on, I'm right here. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, okay, okay.
Redacted,
Yeah, yeah.
redacted. So I'm right there. And you don't need to apologize. Just come back, please. Wait,
Hold
what
on. Do
is
I need to move it up? Hold on.
So this is from Blake.
Okay, do you see that? Okay, so yeah, now Blake.
Dear valued customer, thank you for your feedback. We at headquarters are reviewing your concerns and we'll get back to you in a time.
What is she doing?
Oh, because she's making fun of the way that she said that she talked. So that's why she's like, dear valued customer, thank you for, because, you know, Taylor calls her out. Like, you sound like you're doing like, for real though, you're right. I literally deleted the awful thing I was going to end that bit with because I've become digitally paranoid. I don't know if you experienced that with phone calls after what happened to you, but after the thousands of text messages that weren't meant for me that I've been reading, I've internalized that everything digital may be public. I say that knowing it's irrational, but my brain can't accept rationale here. So yeah, I've been texting like I'm writing, not like I'm talking. I didn't realize that until you pointed it out, but now I see it. On top of that, I'm overpackaging simple things because I felt so deeply misunderstood that I don't trust my judgment in myself anymore. That sounds over the top, but it's true. This freaking guy and what he did to me gave me an identity crisis, legitimately. He didn't do nothing to you. You did it to yourself.
I'm
The
putting
thing
the
that's
filing in the chat if anyone wants it.
The thing that spooked me most in all this, though, wasn't the bad guys being bad guys. It was the good guys. My lifelong friends, allies to women who quietly dipped. Ooh, was it Matt and Ben? Was it Matt and Ben who dipped? Who's the good guy? Who dipped on her? And so I'm probably being over the top with my friends who did stay because I've never felt more alone. The track is very violin heavy. I hate it. Point is, I'm being a stupid paranoid
Wait,
weirdo.
the track is very violin heavy. What is up with all these? Who speaks like this in violins? Why do they always mention these big little violins or whatever?
She's basically saying she's like playing her own violin, I guess. Like point is, I've been a stupid paranoid weirdo and felt it, but I didn't know where or how or when. So thank you for telling me and for saying I don't need to apologize and for not making a big deal, but I'm sorry to you and I'm sorry to me and to our kids. Fuck that guy and fuck this whole gaggle of super villains. Super villains.
Who's this? Oh my God.
She's like, and I'm sorry for me and for, look how she made it back to herself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to you and I'm sorry to me and I'm sorry to our kids. Like the narcissist, I'm sorry, but whoever said that TikTok that she had narcissistic personality, whatever, I ain't trying to diagnose, but that right there. And
look
then
what April says. April Love says she was priming her here to ask her to delete text speaking about paranoia digitally.
Well, April, they're saying that she actually asked that back in October, but maybe she didn't do it till December because we were just speculating. Point is, I'm being a super paranoid weirdo and felt it, but okay, we already did that. You've got enough on you. You don't need to write back to all this. Just letting you know, I see it now, and thank you. I'm excited for you to be done with suitcases, constant sinus infections, and torn up kneecaps. So close. Your submission will be processed shortly. We thank you again for your patronage. Blackel Inc. Like she's trying to be. So there might be more text messages coming, but basically right there, she was just like, girl, like, I mean, I don't know if I'm still like team. I want to see more receipts from Taylor because this is the same.
She's gaslighting her. Wait, I'm going to keep going though. Hold on. There's more.
Oh.
I got the document. I pulled up the document.
First paragraph took me out. If only I sent you the unplugged version. I sent you a voice memo, but it doesn't show on our thread, which is really helping my case of not trusting phones. Did it go through? Yes, I'm falling asleep, but I'll listen to it tomorrow. Love you. It's the length of a mini series. Go sleep. And then she was talking about how Baldoni was sending voice notes late at night. And she
keep going.
I think this bitch knows something is coming because he's gotten out his tiny violin.
What? Why do they speak in violins? Is this normal talk? Like, who are these people?
Because, you know, it's like that saying, like the world's smallest violin and you play it. It's like, oh, woe is me. It's like a saying to say like I'm being sad or like I'm, you know, like playing your own little violin. It's a saying.
Oh my God.
Okay, go down. So it's a People magazine article. It rings different when he doesn't end the story by saying, did I always listen when they said no? No, like he did with me, but that must not have tested well in the focus group. He's being honored at the Vital Voices. I knew it. I knew that's why she was trying to come after him. Because I was like, dude, she placed that thing right after the Vital Voices. That's when she filed the lawsuit. This is so disgusting, and I hate that he's clever about this shit, said Taylor.
Taylor, you're breaking my heart.
The inspiring event celebrates men who are using their platforms to influence. I knew, like, I clocked that way earlier. I was like, he gets this award for Voices of Women. I bet you that's what ticked her off. And right here in real time. Well,
Oh.
not him, her.
Hey, I forgot it. I forgot. Sorry. A super chat from April. It says TS is scared of 10 years of text. Sorry, my StreamYard keeps glitching. Thank you so much for the super chat, April.
Yeah,
Keep
we
reading.
appreciate you.
We appreciate you. I keep coughing. Can you keep
He's
reading? I'm gonna
not-
mute myself for a second.
He just has a team. Yeah, her and his publicist, Jennifer Abel, and the comms people at his studio. He needs to be beaten by his own words. So that's where she did the TED Talk stuff. Can you scroll down? Are you still there? Okay, there we go. Everyone weighs in before we respond to a text, write an email, or trims his hair. It's wild. Everyone participates. Oh, everyone weighs in before he responds to a text or writes an email or trims his hair. Well, yeah, he's got people around him that are mentoring him. I actually think it's important he's honored. And to all the people honoring him and not taking a moment to question, no one talks to him. No one says his name. No one follows him. Yet they are all close with each other. Maybe it was him. Nah, it was the woman because they wore flowers. That's how you know. Jesus Christ. Like, it wasn't even about the woman wearing flowers. It was you and your man's marketing plan. Like,
Oh
they don't
my
understand.
God.
Karol was right. Karma's saying that Karol was right. Jesus Christ. Okay, I can't read no more.
Wait, April, then Rosewell said April's right about the 10 years of text. Because it says Taylor Swift is scared of 10 years of text.
I mean, but if she's helping him, I mean, I don't know. Is she going to drop the 10 years of text now? Because obviously they got these messages from Taylor. These are from Taylor, right? Or are these from Blake?
But like you said, how can Taylor know the truth at this point if she's only hearing Blake's side? Because when does the article doesn't drop until later in December, right?
Yeah, the New York Times. And she wasn't referring to the New York Times article.
Yeah, she's recording the People one.
Yeah, so that's where it was like we were clocking the wrong thing.
Yeah, this is not the New York Times. She's referring to this article
probably planted by
Blake.
I don't know. Justin Baldoni reveals he was sexually traumatized by an ex-girlfriend when he was hoping to save himself for marriage.
That's so sad.
Okay, let's keep going. This is so okay. Everyone's okay. Keep going down.
Wait, where do we? Sorry.
Yeah, okay, right there. Go up a little bit before. Okay, that's perfect. I mean, down. Right there. Is everything still on track? Oh, yes. Oh, this is where she says a week later, though, but worth the wait. Oh, that's perfect. His own words. That's going to be so powerful. So maybe she did know about the New York Times article. Is everything still on track? Okay, scroll down. It's the only way to beat liars and hypocrites. Can you imagine feeling as confident as these predators that you're going to always get away with it? Him accepting an award for an ally for women, and Scooter going about her world with his head held high as he combs and funds a crisis PR company that silences women. It's like a horror film no one knows is taking place. Dude, they are the American Horror Story. That's what it's got to be. It's got to be
a horror film. Both versions.
American Horror Story. We need to reach out to them to do a Baldoni.
She's the horror film with an H and with a W. Like,
they will. It's the only thing that can come of this. The good that protects other women from this happening to them. Meanwhile, I walk around feeling death sentence guilty and apologetic for being sarcastic and liking a theme party.
What theme party?
Left is hanging. Karol blocked it. I mean, she did. But at this point, she did.
Yeah,
no,
this is before.
The New York Times article was because of those text messages, because they read them out of context, because Stephanie Jones gave him the cherry picked ones. Y'all, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not fully.
This is still before, like you said, this was before that the Wayfair responded. Not like she's
the timeline info.
Yeah, so I'm not saying I don't think she's Team Wayfair at all. I think she's Team herself. I mean, I could see why, but that's what I think.
But these are from Blake Lively too. It's got a BL. So these might not have been from Taylor. They might have been from Blake Lively Celebrate, because it's got her timestamp. Otherwise,
I don't think they got any from Taylor. I think Taylor maybe told them what to look for so she wouldn't be subpoenaed. I don't think they got things from Taylor. I think this is all about Blake. This is from the Blake Celebrate stuff. What did we say about July 24th? There's just an email that just dropped. Okay, well, that's not that important. Okay, let me see if there's any more Taylor text. Hold on. Also, who is Michael Robbins? Do you know? I feel like we just read that name, though. No?
She used Scooter Braun and Tag to get sympathy against Justin. And then now we do know that Taylor with the whole, like, it was just, I don't know. Someone did a video about Taylor, but I don't want no smoke from Swifties, but about how the whole Scooter Braun thing, her dad was actually, when the company got bought out or whatever, when her dad actually got a big giant piece of that. So her dad knew. So when she was like, oh, I didn't know that they were going to do this to me about Scooter Braun, her dad did know. And he actually got money from that. He made hella money from that sale.
Okay.
Yeah, this is from Blake Celebrate report. So yeah, I don't see Taylor needs some smoke. All right, Roses. I mean, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. The chat.
Hey, what numbers did I say I would buy, and what numbers is she buying?
She said 180 and down, right?
No,
she
but
started from the bottom.
I thought I was doing the 180.
She said you were starting from the top and she was starting from the bottom.
I'm starting from the top.
Let me text her and ask her.
Ask her, because I want to buy them real quick. I want to get these all out there, because I like it when everyone can just start looking, you know? I wonder how many at a time. Oh, it's going to make me uncheck all of these. It's going to take forever.
Dude, Taylor needs some smoke. Chat, let us know. Did the chat freeze, or is just nobody talking? Let us know if Taylor needs smoke. We should do a poll. I don't know how to do polls.
Okay, so I do. What do you want the poll to say?
Does Taylor get smoke? Smoke or no smoke for Taylor?
This is funny. Kenny said no. She said top, but you said bottom. So she said, okay, well, that seems like we had our
I'll start from the bottom, she said, but more.
We had our wires crossed for sure.
I saw one. Which one is this? Which docket are we reading?
I'm on Wayfarers now.
Yeah, but which docket is this? I just because she says, hey, she's telling us the Taylor text drop, but she said that she'll start from the bottom and you start from the top.
Okay, so I need to start from the top.
Can we please cancel TS?
No, I don't even think that's possible. Hey, what do you want the God, this is gonna literally make me unclick all of these.
Wait,
okay,
vague. You have some tea? I wish I could explain why, but I can't text too much. Ooh, vague in the chat.
Vague knows stuff. She's good. She's deep in this.
Vague, smoke or no smoke? Did we do the poll? Did we put the poll up? I want to see
what do you want me to say it for the poll to say?
Just put smoke or no smoke.
Okay, smoke or no smoke. Hold on, I have to go into the other, you know how you have to go into the actual thing? Okay. Start a poll. Okay. Taylor Swift. What does that mean? Smoke or no smoke?
It means like if you want like smoke, like if we're actually going to go after her and like she's going to get smoke, or if she's not.
So do I say yes or no? Or I just say,
or just put one that says smoke and one that says
okay,
no
okay,
smoke.
Okay, fine. I don't know this language, so I'm just going to.
She's like, gotta know this Gen Z crap.
I know, you have to teach me.
I'm constantly on TikTok, so I'm like,
I know. So I'm just rolling with it.
LOL, I love you too. Smoke.
Well, it's funny because like when we were talking about the that when Jamie's like, I don't follow your map, and I was like, CJ, is there like a map, real map? And you're like, no, that's just a saying. I was like, okay, so now I keep using that saying. I was like, I don't follow your map.
And then right
or
now,
show me your map.
Like, why is everyone talking about violins? What's this language? I'm like, it's insane. Like, oh, play the world's tiniest violin. It's like when
I've heard tiniest violin, but like I feel like they're using it way too much. She's like, this is violin heavy. Like that's the way she's describing her life.
You want Taylor to be attacked verbally online? No, I do not want anybody to attack. I'm saying
there's no way to. There's no way. You cannot beat Taylor Swift online anyways. Here's what you do. This is what we do. We expose the truth. So we just need to pull up the other Taylor text. Okay, so how many of these am I doing? Did you read these? Like, look, you guys, this is insanity. How many is it going to let me buy at once, do you think? Just make sure that she's doing the same thing I'm doing, because I don't want us to like buy the same ones. It's kind of crazy. I mean, whatever it is, what it is. Okay, tell me another one that you want me to pull up because at least I can buy some like individually if needed. Look at all these text messages. Danny Greenberg. Oh, this is going to be good. We have a Danny Greenberg one.
I think Lauren might have started too.
She did?
Mm-hmm. Let me. Yeah, I think she might have.
Are people voting? How do I
Did y'all finish reading? Yeah, that's all that there was on Taylor.
Well, is there any more? That's what I'm
CJ
saying.
put up
Look.
the back.
No, girl, look though. There's so many things. Like, how do we know that's the only one for Taylor?
I don't see any of the names that say lively. Well, yeah, that one says lively text.
Like, who's this one? Is this also Taylor? Who's hashtag?
Well, it's Brandon. That's Brandon Sklenar.
So Brandon with Blake? Yeah. Right? Yeah, this was Blake. She's the question mark B. That's her.
Wait, Lauren said what, Jungle? Justin released? No, there wasn't more. That was the end of the document, Carm. There was no more.
No, there's more documents. That's what I'm saying.
I know, but Carm is saying we stopped reading and there was more, but not on the one we were reading.
No, not on the one that we were reading. We read everything. Because it ended here. That we look at it was 6 out of 6 pages.
But wait, who said Cassidy's go? What did Lauren say about Justin?
Yeah, that's what we got that from Justin's.
Yeah. Oh, Justin Unsealed. Yeah. Okay.
That's from his. Yeah. So that's what we were talking about downloading.
Oh, we should have put a not sure yet. I don't see the poll. Maybe because I'm not on
You have to go on the
YouTube.
actual like YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go.
Hold on. I'm gonna send it to you in the private chat. Okay. If you click that link,
I want to just reemphasize we ain't going after Taylor because y'all can't handle the Swifties. I'm trying to tell y'all right now.
I know CJ did a good job. But I was also worried
I'm
for
more
her.
meant to say like, how are we portraying the text messages that are like coming out? Like for me, I was like, I had put something out that I was like, respectfully, if Taylor's working with Wayfair now, like, let's
Okay,
not.
so Lauren's reading Brian's depot of Blake. So do you guys want me to send you all to
I voted no smoke. I voted no smoke.
Are we sleuthing Tay or not?
Yeah, that's a good
Taylor
way.
Swift's canceled song is Bring a Tiny Violin to a Knife Fight. Seems like it's against Will. So now the song was against him. Yeah, there wasn't another page. We showed, don't worry, we went through all the receipts. 1 minute I'm like, F her, and then other minute I'm like, well, I would ride for my friend hard too until I knew they were lying. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, because like I feel like it would probably be so hard to believe someone would actually lie about that stuff, But at some point she had to have learned the truth. Are you gonna see? I'm all about Van Sham Gelth. I'm with you. But I think I don't want to I think that people I want to know if is everyone at, did we lose people? Is everyone at Lauren? Should we just go send everyone to Lauren's if she's on? Or do you guys want to look? What?
I mean, it's up to you. I know you don't like people eating mukbang. I'm trying to mute myself because I just got food. I just ordered food and
oh my God.
I went and told the Uber Eats lady,
I literally haven't had
any PGA letter. I'm gonna print a bunch of them out and just hand them out.
I know we need to put that everywhere. Okay, fine. CJ, we'll go to final thoughts, but when you're done eating, go say what your final thoughts are, and then I'll just send everyone because yeah, I haven't had food since 6 a.m. this morning. I need to order before this closes for delivery. But so final thoughts, CJ, you want to give your final thoughts, or are you eating?
What are you munching? I got bad food, y'all. I got Taco Bell. Like I got whatever was the quickest. It said it could get here in 10 minutes. So I'm like,
Okay, well, do you want to give your final thoughts or you want CJ? CJ, I'm so glad you're back. Hello, are you eating? Did we lose CJ? CJ, I think you're mute. Your mic. CJ. She muted her mic. Unmute your mic, CJ. CJ. Okay, well, CJ, your mic. She's so funny. Hold on. CJ. Okay, well, it looks like CJ forgot to unmute her mic, and now she's gone. She'll come back. I am so glad that CJ's back. And honestly, like, it's been so fun sleuthing everything out with her. Because, I mean, today was, she's in a Taco Bell coma. I know. Where's CJ? I'm listening while I change out all the batteries in my flashlights for the storm. Wow, good call. I hope you stay safe out there. CJ, I have no idea we lost her. You know, they were final thoughts, you and CJ are my faves. Well, I appreciate that. Honestly, it's like covering a case with like your sister, you know, like I don't know, we're like yin and yang sometimes, like with our views or where we come from, but like that's why it's so fun. We can always just like talk it out. But like the research with this case specifically, the fact that like we both covered like totally different parts, really. So it's really cool, like coming together with her. And girl, I don't know where she went. Maybe her laptop died. She's probably just plowing, eating her food. Well, hopefully she comes back because I don't want to say bye without her. Oh, here she is. Girl,
that was
I don't know where she went. But like we definitely sleuthed out this case, and we want to expose this case. I mean, that's just the biggest thing. There's so many things wrong here. And again, someone else said it before. If we had seen that PGA letter months ago, like she would have been, this would have been over. Oops. I need to remove this. So don't worry, she'll come back. I don't know where she is. Let me just place. Well, okay. Let me see if I want to buy like one more exhibit, or unless Lauren's live, then I'll get ready to redirect this. What do you guys think? Let me see where Lauren is. Okay. I see her. She is live. Okay. Oh, do we have CJ? Are you back? Here we go. Where'd you go?
I don't know what happened. My screen just blacked out. Like literally, I was in the middle talking, and
it just blacked out. I was just eating food, and then
yeah. And then, are we still on, or did we?
Yeah, we're still on. We're still on. I wasn't gonna say bye without
the wheel of death, and I was like, "Is it Shapiro? Is it CJ's in the Taco Bell coma?" No, y'all. Literally, it was scary. My whole screen just went black, and then the wheel of death, like the little circle wheel, the color wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't get onto everything, and then it was just like you could just hear like you guys' voices all like glitched, but this whole screen was black, so I have no idea what that was, y'all.
Okay, I had to buy. Okay, so I'm just checking out really quick. Oops.
My final thought. Okay, my final thought is, dude, it's spicy, and I mean everybody's getting back in the game. We have a bunch of new creators over on TikTok, y'all. There's like some people that are barely getting on, and so we're gonna have to welcome them into the Team Truth, because a lot of people.
Cassidy's on. We have Cassidy and Lauren on at the same time.
Yeah, and I think there's some TikTokers on too. I think Sarah and Britt are over on TikTok too. So everybody.
Yeah, I think it was just impossible today to like
probably not go on at the same time.
To not go on at the same time. Like we really tried. Me and CJ, we really tried. We're like, yeah. Cassidy's not on till 6:30, so she's on in 10 minutes. But I feel like she'll probably end up doing it with Lauren. That's like what they normally do, I feel. But I can send everyone to Lauren's.
What was the poll? Everybody was saying.
Oh yeah, let's go to the poll. Hold on, let me see what it said.
Final.
girl, but I didn't even get to hear your final thoughts. I was just giving you your flowers.
Oh, were you? Oh,
Yeah, I said that I love doing this with you. Like, I think that it's so fun smoothing it out, and you have such a good memory. And I said that we're like sisters, sometimes covering this case with our yin and yang, like view of it. But that's what makes it fun, because then we can like, you know, just talk it out and just like get to the bottom of it. Because at the end of the day, we're both on team side truth. We just want the truth. That's it.
Well, that's how it was with Karol, because she's like, no, we're you know, we should stay on Taylor's neck. I guess I shouldn't say want no smoke, because people might not know what it is, but staying on their neck. If y'all
okay, so the poll. I'm gonna end the poll. So smoke was 71 and no smoke was 29.
Oh, so basically we were like, nah, we ain't giving her a buddy pass yet. She's part of the Dragons. You know, she's part of the fuck 'em all. Because I didn't edit. Oh, put my edits in the thing, because I couldn't. I sent them to you in the private chat. I don't know if they're still there.
Okay, hold on. I'll put them in. Don't worry.
Not there anymore.
No, they're in the private chats. Don't go anywhere. But you sent 3 different ones. Which one is it?
Yeah, just put all of them in there. Okay. Those are the 3 my most recent ones. So 2 of them.
I'm gonna put them in there. But can you please? We need to end this before people just. I want you to do final thoughts for real. Just really think about it.
I give my final thoughts is just like, it's gonna get spicy. Everybody support your creators. You know, comments, you know, try and spread the truth, that, you know, all the facts and everything. Stay cordial. What else? I mean, that's it, really. I mean, what else can I say? I mean, the truth, you know, that song, is it Imagine Dragons? When the truth is coming out and it's leaking. You and CJ. Aw, thank you, Karen. Appreciate you. Yeah, with Tay calling JB a bitch, but they collided, so the appeal should happen. Can't believe Lyman dismissed it. Well, a lot of people think that that's why Lyman. Okay, so my prediction is probably that there's going to probably be no trial, and that the MSJ
it's going to get dismissed.
That it's going to get dismissed, because think about it, like what it's going to do for the industry if like this all goes to trial. I mean, I don't know. If I was Blake, I don't know. It's just it's a lot. It's a lot.
Well, I just want to say, so Cassidy looks like is going to be on at 6:30. So I'm just going to link her because I love her. And I love what she does for this case. I'm going to forward everyone to Lauren. But before that, whatever. I mean, sorry, we'll be there late. I love Lauren too. But for my final thought, I just want to go back to what we said in the beginning. This part, we didn't even read this part. I think sunlight is the best disinfectant.
We went over that one.
What?
We did that slide. The sunlight one?
No, I know. I said I want to go back. No, another one. We didn't do the Isabella. I had the things pulled up of quotes from the Isabella one. I said we didn't do that, but that's okay. No, but I wanted. Are you eating?
Sorry, let me mute myself. Okay, go ahead.
I think sunlight really is the best disinfectant. And so like, even though some of this is infuriating to like see some of this come out, and it is also good to like keep it out. So thank you so much for everyone who's here, everyone who ever's liked the video and supporting it, because the best thing that we can do right now is just like really expose this and shut down MSM, shut down their narrative, because they're just taking her PR and running with it. And it's not right. Like, put the truth out there. And also, I love all of you. And let me just go. I just really want to quickly go to the super chats, and just again, thank you to everyone who's like supported this. And again, we're gonna make sure all the documents are out there. Let's just go through everyone. Again, Shinonos, you're just a rock star. You're so supportive, and I appreciate it all the time. Thank you so much. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate you. Thanks for the super chat. Thank you again, Shinonos. It says we appreciate you both, and we appreciate you more than you know. Like, I appreciate your enthusiasm, your support, and your comments. Again, Shinonos, Ryan Reynolds sent a text JB. Oh yeah, we read that one. Thank you. Thank you to all the new members. Thank you to April Love for your super chat. Thank you to Kate Bella for your super chat, and to Alt Jen. We really appreciate it.
And everybody in the chat who is just keeping the chat hype.
Yeah, everyone in the chat keeps the chat hype. Everyone who leaves a comment, everyone who likes it, everyone on replay crew, all of you make all of this like worth it. So
I mean, comment creators are like what's making, you know, like you guys are like the real MVPs too. Like, yes, the content creators we're making and doing all the work, but you guys are the ones that are keeping us, you know, in the algorithm and all that stuff. So you guys are just as important as the content creators.
And I'm going to keep linking stuff on my X. That's the one thing I didn't link was my X. I'm going to, because I keep putting stuff out there. I know some of you don't like X, but for those of you on it, let me just link it real quick because I never link it. The one I never link is my own. And on my YouTube. So there you go. Team Truth. I love you all. Kenny with the milk jugs. Hello all. Well, Max, we're leaving now.
I know. But yo, I don't know if I'm gonna come back on YouTube this week to do my own show or whatever, but y'all can catch me over on TikTok because I've been hanging out over there a lot.
Yeah,
And,
she really wanted to do it on TikTok, and I was like, oh, come on, you got to do YouTube.
But anything that I upload over there, I'll probably upload over here on YouTube.
And I'm gonna yeah, CJ, if you do your own show, I will be there. Just let me know if you want, or if you want to do your own thing or whatever. I will support you in any way because I love hearing your stuff, and I'm also one of your mods. So, let me just get Lauren's. Okay, so I learned how to do this last time. Let's see if I could do it this time. I am gonna forward you.
Stay patient with me because I'm trying to juggle real life and this. So I know that we had our weekly Monday get-togethers, but until I can get stuff straightened out here,
this was special. Like, see, it, like literally, see, you know. The amount of stuff that came out was so crazy that even CJ was like, okay, I got to come back. But I'm going to forward you guys right now. So let me just, I know how to do this.
Thank you.
Thank you, CJ. I appreciate you. Thank you to the mods. Although, I think they're probably, I'm not even sure if there's.
I don't think we have mods here.
Well, you know what? It worked out anyways. Hold on. I'm trying to forward them, CJ. Where do I go on this thing again?
I think. Do you have to do it from the YouTube account?
I know I'm on it.
Yeah.
Channel. Oh my God. How do I do it? I go to settings. How does she do this every time?
I think. Do you put it in the or maybe Cassidy doesn't have it open to where we can link her?
No, I'm sending it to
Lauren.
Hold on. I know how to do this.
Okay, let's give DFJ her flowers while she's doing that. Thank you, DFJ. She's gonna be working on that Vanzan, I'm sure, because there's a bunch of stuff coming on that. Keep an eye out for her content because I'm sure she's gonna go down that Isabella rabbit hole and get down to the bottom of that. Which I'm still curious what that Isabella stuff. Like, why is Isabella involved in Vanzan? Some people think that that she was the employee that they were trying to say that was whatever, and that's why they were subpoena her, or that Isabella had gotten introduced to Stephanie Jones and Stephanie's Isabella's PR somehow, and that she was, damaging a client because she's trying to get damages, and so they're like, oh, Isabella would have been a future client. So there's all these theories going around, y'all. But
well, I found it. So as soon as we end, we're going to redirect there. We just got 2 more court listeners things that came in right now. So we're going to be busy. We love you all, and we hope to see you all soon, and we hope you come back. Thanks, CJ.
Team Truth.
Team Truth.